Suck it.
Well, hello everybody. Welcome to another episode of Drunkards and Dragons. Tonight, we're picking up where we left off last week, where the party had just gotten through Darrowmont and fought all those mysterious wax-like people. Mikhail took care of some personal problems, and the party spent a good couple days of relaxation just preparing themselves for this long hike up this imposing mountain, where they're at the little town called Karn's Edge. It's just at the base of the Karn Mountains, the small kind of stop of a town, but the imposing mountains ahead of them just above them. Seamus, who has been in Bleakwater for a couple days, I'm going to say while they were resting for the last couple days, you were able to catch up, basically.
Oh, joy.
You kind of saunter into town and start asking around for people, and sure enough, they're like, oh yeah, they're over there. They're staying at the inn.
The prancing pony, you say?
Nope, not the prancing pony.
It's actually called the Mine Trap.
I ain't going in there.
You got it. Just like I said, you've just been spending the last few days basically preparing yourselves for this long journey. Sawyer's pseudo-daughter now, I guess, has a place to stay now.
During the 2 days, I've been teaching her to create water.
She can't get the grasp of it. She's
Yeah.
just like, I don't get it. Like, I don't get it. She's not even aware of her magical ability.
I'm sure she can.
But I've been
possess
trying.
Some like creepy ass doll, but she can't make water. Useless.
Hey, some people walk first and other people run. She sprinted,
And almost killed all of us.
but created a town of like golems. That's amazing.
Okay. Well.
Yeah, you guys are all sitting around the table much like this. Just discussing this, and then you come in, and sure enough, you see them.
Hello! Good to see everybody again.
Oh god.
Raise my mug and say, Seamus, you old dog, come join us!
Papa Squat.
Yeah.
Swish walks up to you, and he goes, I think this would be better if you have it, and he gives you a book.
What is this?
As you read across it, there's a lot of arcane text on it.
Well, I'll have to study and peruse these in my free time.
So, where were you?
I was in Bleakwater studying. Forgot what.
Books.
Yes, time well spent.
Who are you?
Are you joking?
I feel like we made him
No,
jog his memory.
I'm not.
He's old. We can assume he doesn't remember any of us. He spent a week reading and doesn't remember what he read.
I don't know you, but I feel like you'll shoot me in the back.
I sure will.
You say that, and just last week.
He's like, you know what?
So,
Let me tell
I'd
you
kind of like
this
to excuse myself from the table and then go talk to the bartender.
Okay.
I'd like to ask them about...
It's this real, like, salt of the earth kind of guy, covered in, like, ash and soot.
Up to you.
Like, he can... It looks almost like he did try to bathe, and it just didn't work out.
Is he human or is he a dwarf?
He's human.
Human? Hello, good sir. I was wondering if you could tell me about the dwarves of Karn Mountain.
Stuck-up pricks they are.
Oh, do tell.
They only come down when they want something.
It really is salt of the earth.
So they come down, they don't come up from the earth, they're like on the top of the mountain?
Aye, they live in the mountain.
In it? Wow. What is the safest way to get there?
I suspect only the dwarves would know that.
Huh. Are there any dwarves that'd be willing to, like, guide us up there?
So they've not come down for a few months now. Which is strange, because they always come to collect their due.
Well, are there anybody that frequently goes back and forth in town that you can think of?
No one really goes up there.
Alright, thank you for your time.
He just kind of spits into a glass and starts cleaning it.
Oh, God.
I immediately pour out my drink.
Salt of the earth.
I kind of like ponder for a moment and just whatever and just drink my... Tastes alright.
That's how drinks usually taste.
Just all.
And mine's got a floaty in it.
Well, it sounds like the only way we're going to be getting into the mountain is to go up it, and there's supposedly some way inside of it at the top. At least that's
What do
I
you
can
mean
gather.
nobody knows how to get in there?
Apparently, only the dwarves know how to get in, and they haven't been down for months.
Ooh.
What if they're all dead? What if they awoke in something?
There we
All
go.
of them.
There we go. You. Yeah, I'll poke the bartender with my stick, like right in his chest, like give him a little thump thump.
You lost your way, old timer.
Questions. Yeah, I got some. Are you willing to answer them? And I stick a gold coin on the counter.
Just nods to you and continues cleaning the glass.
Well, how often do these dwarves come down? How often do they frequent?
Usually every couple weeks.
Every couple weeks. And they're late? By how long?
About 4 months they've not been down.
What do they usually come to collect?
Well, we get the metal from the mountains, and then they come down and collect their pay. Little bastards.
How does the metal get here from the mountains?
Usually they bring it themselves. The town's running really low on supplies to make armor and weapons and tools.
And you haven't tried sending anyone up to investigate?
Sent up a few at first, but they didn't come back. The mountains are perilous.
They're dead.
Okay, well...
Always the optimist.
Without tools, we can't make money. Without money, we can't buy new equipment, so those dwarves left us in a right place.
Well, let's see if we can't figure out what's wrong.
Is there somebody that communicates with the dwarves here directly? Kind of a negotiator? Or is it just who does business? Kind of a free market trade type of deal?
Been doing business here since before my time. Possibly even before yours.
Hell then.
Did he just say you're too young?
Not that old, I guess.
Well, I suppose we should head out as soon as we're ready then.
Are you going up there? To the mountains?
Yes.
Apparently.
Hopefully, I might die of a heart attack on the way.
You guys are crazy.
What's up there anyway, besides them dwarves?
Well, you're running the mill. Goblins and kobolds and your mountain folk, but it's the mountain himself that's the danger. Only the dwarves know how to navigate them. Lots of perilous slopes and crags.
Out of character. It's too bad that Swish isn't here because he has the mask. He'd make him a dwarf.
Oh, he wouldn't know how to get up there.
No, he feels more like a halfling.
He does feel like a halfling. He's there. I mean, you can talk to him. You tell that to him, and he's like, "How would I become a dwarf?"
Well, you're a halfling now, aren't you?
I've always been a halfling.
The mask is taken.
Diplomacy check. You. When did he get the mask?
It's been a few weeks.
Okay. A few weeks ago, you weren't a halfling. That's nice. 17 plus.
Natural 20.
Damn it.
Holy shit, everyone.
Yeah, 17 plus 3. So, well, not plus 3, plus 9. So,
Yeah, you say that, and he's just like,
26.
pretty sure I've always been a halfling. You can ask anyone else here. I mean, you're new, I understand. Like, you only joined us a little bit ago, but everyone else knows.
He was not a halfling a couple weeks ago.
He's a gnome.
He's always been small. Looks exactly the same. Sawyer, are you okay? Like, are you able to handle your alcohol right now?
No, Mikhail, he was a gnome. He is a gnome. Wearing a mask to look like a halfling.
And I thought I was lost.
Yes.
You kind of see him, like, hold his head for a second
The
and
mask
shakes his
must
head.
be
He's
messing
like,
with his mind.
of course I'm a gnome. I've always been a gnome.
Aha!
You said gnome.
You guys are weird.
You're the one acting
Oh.
strange.
There we go. He's a gnome.
You should probably take the
Gnomes,
mask off.
halflings. What's the difference?
I don't know. But
About 6 inches.
one's one and
Oh, boy.
the other's the other. Who
What
cares
time
what
is it?
switches? Let's go.
It's
Slide
like
out.
2 in the afternoon. You guys were basically enjoying lunch before you're like, might as well head to the mountains. In the first couple days, you guys basically did everything you need to do. You stocked up on food and water and supplies and things like that. Took care of your own personal things, and then this third day has just been relaxing pretty much and just conserving energy before like this long trip ahead of you, basically.
I would like to go around the town, and I want to look for a store that sells like climbing equipment.
Climbing equipment. Go and make your check.
Spiky shoes.
20.
20.
Mm-hmm.
You managed to find. It's not the most put together stall, but he goes, what can I do for you, sir?
I'm looking for some equipment to help me get up the mountain.
I got this fine rope, 100 feet of it.
Do you have anything else?
He goes, these spiky shoes here.
Spiky
Get
shoes.
you a good grip on it.
How many pairs of shoes do you have, and in what sizes?
Medium size, and I've only got a couple.
A couple medium size. Okay, I'll take everything you have.
Okay, that'll be 3 gold pieces.
Sweet.
So you get 100 feet of rope and 2 sets of climbing shoes, which will give you advantage on climbing checks.
I'm looking to see if there's a cartographer or anyone who would have a map of the mountains.
You guys have your own map already, like, of the countryside, so you guys know where you're at, but
I mean, like the mountains in general, like if there's trails or anything.
No.
unfortunately no one has anything like that.
Okay.
You hear the same thing, like, we're not dwarves, so we don't go up there. They come down and that's all we know.
There's not a single person in this town who's never tried climbing that mountain.
I mean, people have tried and they died.
Oh, well.
Well,
That bodes
then
well
what
for
are
the
we
party.
waiting for?
And you look up and, like, it's kind of cold here, like, it's been breezy, but you look up and there's snow-capped mountains and it's huge and, like, imposing.
I grab a winter coat.
Yeah, so it's like definitely gonna be cold up there.
Yes.
I'd also like to ask him if he has anything that could help me fight off the cold up there, and also if he has anything for me to make fire and like torches.
You have, like, access to, like, camping equipment. Like, you have that.
Okay.
And finding, like, winter coats is not hard.
Sweet. How much are they?
Like a silver piece each.
I'll get a winter coat myself.
I'm gonna get some winter clothes.
Do they have climbing boots, like fur inline?
No, you diva.
Wow.
Well, if I want to be warm, I don't.
Do
I'm
they
not
have
wearing
climbing
much right
Uggs?
now.
Oh my god.
Okay, Uggs are not what I'm talking
Is our
about.
HP back to max?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been a few days. By winter clothes, like, that's what it is. You've got, like, you know, gloves and boots and, like, a jacket. Like, you're gonna be warmer. You're not gonna take the penalties for being cold, basically. I don't know if it's in your color, though. I'm sorry.
It's magenta.
Oh.
Well, I guess I'll return to where I left the party. Are they there?
Oh, have you guys left
Wait,
the
so
tavern?
it's just 1 silver coin for the whole ensemble?
Sweet.
Okay. I only have gold pieces.
Are you guys still at the tavern?
You get the sense that a silver piece was overcharging you, too. Like,
Yeah.
I only have gold pieces.
Silver, some
Then I'll
just
just
break
give
it.
them a gold
Break
piece.
it.
Whatever.
Oh,
thank you.
okay.
Never mind.
Madam, is there anything else I can do for you?
Well. Throw on some climbing shoes.
These are climbing shoes.
Fine, then I'm done talking.
Oh, there's my gold.
Give me your sass.
I give Seamus a pair of spiky shoes.
I won't be needing these, I think.
Really?
Spiky
Are you sure?
I can fly.
I think.
I think.
Is he succumbing to dementia?
Okay, well I have a pair of shoes here if anybody wants them.
They're not like shoes per se, like they kind of clip over your current.
Oh, like just little spikes?
Yeah.
Okay.
They just give you. They let you like get a foothold on like mountainsides and stuff like that.
Did I get some with my winter clothes, or
No, it's just winter clothes keep you warm.
Okay.
The only
Oh,
Mikhail
okay, that's
has
alright.
like all
Yeah.
of them.
sweet? Thank you. I give you a silver for them.
Nice.
So I
I
only
mean,
ate
we're all
silver.
shopping and getting winter clothes, so I assume we're out of the tavern.
Yeah. But I mean, sure enough, you guys. It only takes you about an hour or two, and you guys all show back up at the tavern. I assume, just like kind of reconvene, and you trade, give everyone clothes and stuff like that.
Shall we be on our way now?
No, I want to
Go
diddle
find-
around.
Find this deadly mountain that's gonna kill all of us and already killed the dwarves.
Another thing I was doing during the break is I was oiling Embermore and sharpening its blade.
Oh. Okay.
You didn't feed it any blood.
I know. There's no blood to feed it here.
Speaking of which, Seamus, make a will save.
I mean, there's a guy in the tavern right now.
13.
So, as you've been hanging out with Sawyer for the last couple hours, you kind of see the sword on his back, and you're like, that is a nice blade. Kind of want it for my own.
Like,
Think you'd be
selfishly,
able to
like, I
lift
don't
it.
care that it's his.
Yeah,
Okay.
but you're not compelled to do anything about it. It's just, it's like passing thoughts, basically.
That looks nice. I wish I had it.
I don't think
Yeah,
you'd
like
be
you
able
think
to
that, but you
lift
just you
it.
kind of keep looking at it and like, it is nice.
Just sit there and struggle.
I'd really like to see Seamus try to wield it.
I might be able to take it from you, but I'm probably not going to wield it.
Probably just like fling himself with it. Like it just takes him on a journey.
Cast him into the fire.
Oh yeah, he's our Gandalf.
Alright, so anything else you guys want to do?
He's expendable.
Climb the mountain.
Yeah.
Go to my death.
Set out and climb the mountain.
Yeah, sure enough, you guys easily do so. You, the gates kind of open up before you, and like, even getting closer to it, you're looking at it from the town's edge, and the gates open up, and they're like, it's your funeral, and they let you walk through.
Yes.
And you see like this tiny, tiny trail, and it's imposing. Even like being like right next to it is just even more imposing than you thought it would be. But there's a small trail to start you off. You guys,
Like single file line.
single
small?
file line.
Alright, I'm back.
It barely fits one person at a
I'll
time.
take the lead.
Who knows
Are they behind
dwarven
him?
footprints when they see them?
I don't know. Wouldn't they look like normal footprints?
They be dwarf shaped. I don't know what dwarf shape looks like.
I don't think I know either.
Can we do like intelligence checks to remember dwarf
No, I
footprints?
wouldn't know.
Have any of you ever like seen a dwarf?
I do speak dwarvish.
You've probably seen a dwarf to learn it then.
Probably.
Well, I don't know. You
No, I
probably
do not
studied
speak
it.
dwarf.
I'm gonna go with no.
I'll let you guys all do intelligence checks, sure.
Okay. Nope, natural 1.
Oh my god.
I've never seen a dwarf before.
6.
20, not natural.
Hey,
This is mine.
Yeah, so Seamus has
Okay,
seen a
shot.
dwarf. The rest of you don't really recall if you've ever seen one.
Rich, you can see that. So you need to drink.
Sure.
Oh,
Thank you.
God, whiskey train.
Whiskey train.
No, that's mine.
Oh, where's Red Barbarian needs a shot.
the Sawyer just like look back and see like footprints like behind him. He's like, wow, how did these get here?
I'm really bad at
These.
footprints.
Guys, I don't think we're alone.
I was trying to remember dwarves.
For a second, like you do,
These
you,
are
Look like
see everyone else's
years.
footprints, and you're like, "Oh wait, these might be." No, those are ours. You catch yourself this time.
I'm like, no.
Yeah, no, these
Oh, these are fresh!
You missed it when I
Brother.
had to backtrack.
Weren't you at one point just like creating the footprints that you were following?
Yes. This shot is bad. That Crown Royal's got a weird shaped bottle, that's all I'm saying.
Sorry, you have to grab it.
Learn how to
you grab
pour
it
your
from here.
booties,
Like,
man.
this is the.
I did.
It's the butt shape. Gotta cup the butt. But yeah. So you were the only person who's seen a dwarf that you can recall. Was there information you'd like to use that for?
How do they dwarf-shaped doors? I don't know. Do they usually hide in secret passageways?
You've seen them, but it's usually been in towns. You've never actually seen one in like it's indigenous like mountain area and like caves and stuff like that.
Only hill dwarves.
Yeah, probably.
Well, keep walking.
Yeah, you'd probably recognize dwarf footprints if you saw them. Though.
I don't want to be next to him. He's slowing me down.
Yeah, but I already said that I was behind Sawyer.
Alright, so you guys walk.
You need to pick up the pace old man.
You can sawed off.
Look, they're all the way up there.
If we're actually going to do this correctly, the slowest goes in first, and the strongest goes in back.
Yeah, but I'm ranged.
Oh boy.
I mean, I can
You guys,
take the
I
rear.
will sacrifice you guys.
But what
for
happens if we
myself.
encounter an ambush up ahead? The wizard
Yeah,
takes the
then it's
shot.
Seamus who has to deal with
I have feather fall, I'm not worried.
it. And I
Just
do shoot
arrows
people
from
in
the
the
front and
back,
the
so.
They're all around us. No, Lexi just shot you again.
Okay, then I will
Pretty
take the back.
Alright, regardless, figure here's
You
his
just don't
order.
want to get shot.
But the first hour of the trek you guys are making up there, it's relatively safe. It's definitely difficult. The mountain basically slopes straight up,
Yeah.
so eventually, like the path kind of erases itself, and it's less of a path and more of a climb. Not enough to make you do climb checks just yet. It's just very steep. And you guys eventually come to this cliffside that's definitely single file. You guys gotta very slowly move across. So you have the second hour. Second hour, same thing. You eventually come into an area where it's actually safer to walk side by side. It kind of gives you guys some breathing room, and it's less narrow. And you guys enjoy that for about 45 minutes until it becomes steep again.
I offer to tie rope around my waist, so that if anybody tries falls off or slips, I can use a strength check to help keep them up.
Are we just gonna tie rope around everybody then?
Yeah, is
Yeah.
that like it's tied to you, so you're
It's-
the anchor and you
yeah.
like throw it to us if we fall off and we have to catch it and then you pull us
No,
up?
no. You guys can tie it to your waist as well, and I'll
Alright.
stand back to make sure.
So then if we all fall off, then you're the anchor. and
I'll
have to
be
deal with it.
fine.
Yes.
Get that rope off me.
Good. I'm not going down if you fall, man. You can go by yourself.
Okay. Or is anybody gonna tie?
Wizard thing.
I will.
Okay.
Yeah, you can save me.
Okay. It'll be easier to just.
Everyone
pull you
who
two up
ties it
anyway.
around their waist, make a sleight of hand check.
Wouldn't it just be use rope?
No.
Is use rope a skill in this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lame.
I'm not good at sleight of hand.
Oh, I got 11.
20.
A natural one.
Oh my god.
Yeah!
Oh my
Here, let me tie this around my waist. It just ties around his head. Like up news.
You tie it around your waist, and then it,
alright, let's go.
you make the knot, and then it just falls down.
I look to the rest of the party and say, apparently I'm not good with rope. Can someone with more dexterous fingers assist me?
I'll lend a hand. 6.
You make a tighter knot, but your hands are like shaking the entire time you're doing it.
It's cold up here.
It's like a little bit tighter, but it also just kind of comes apart. You're like through the hole and pull it out, and the bunny rabbit, and then it just comes apart. Oh.
I will attempt to
I'm just
fix
gonna
this situation.
take a
You
big
can also,
global
you can
blind.
also take a 10. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay, I'm gonna take a 10.
Yeah.
I did my best.
Wait, are you not helping him?
No, because he's just gonna take a 10.
Yeah, you guys can take a 10. That's fine.
Yeah.
It's a really small DC.
Oh, it's 12%. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go.
That was your second hour up there. It's about 5 o'clock now, so it's starting to get dark.
Like about how dark?
It's like the sun's starting to go down.
We need a place to camp.
And Seamus is in the front?
Yes.
I would like to light a torch and hand it to him.
I cast light on my head.
Yeah.
On my hat.
Oh. Is this after I light a torch and try to hand it to you?
Yes.
You sassy bitch.
Here, give it to Sawyer.
I just
I
keep
can see in the dark.
Never mind.
I just keep it outstretched, expecting you to take it.
I just go. Boop.
Okay. I guess I'll just hold the torch then.
I'm gonna let go
You
of
could
my
at least
boot
just
stick.
slap it out of his hand so he gets the hint. Just, no. No.
I guess I'll be warm then.
It does feel nice having like heat by you. Although it's like blowing, like the wind is just kind of like blowing desperately.
You have a beard, because I
Yeah,
imagine
2
like
ones
you
make you
you like in
the same
danger. Because
price.
I've seen like the Catholic altar boys before with the candles, and they get the top of their
Oh,
heads
yeah.
on fire.
Yeah. But you just keep it like kind of away from your face, and it's just definitely it's trying very hard to stay lit, but it's staying lit.
Okay.
How exactly wide is this area?
It is 5 feet square, so 2 people can walk side by side, and that's it.
Okay. Are we getting to do we see any area ahead of us that may be safe for camp or wide enough to set up a camp?
And then how did our third hour go?
So
Did you say nothing?
yeah, so your 3rd hour travel. This is when the sun's basically down now. It's about 6 o'clock. It's starting to. It's still there a little bit, but it's definitely down below the horizon. You guys do come to a clearing. Not clearing, but it's big enough to have all 4 of you on it. It's about 40 feet across. So, I mean, you guys can exist comfortably, like, not being next to each other anymore. There is a cave to the left as well. It's really small, like, single file cave.
Can we see how deep it goes?
You can all see how deep it goes.
Okay.
Do you have like 60 feet of dark vision?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you look inside and like it's just, you see 60 feet, like it looks kind of deep. I don't know.
I say we go in the cave.
We wouldn't be able to set up a camp in the cave.
Don't be a wuss. I step forward into the cave.
Okay, yeah. Even, it's
See,
a tight squeeze for one person.
Even Seamus agrees. I go in and follow him.
It's a tight squeeze for one person, and you're like bigger than everyone
Yeah.
else, so like it's really tight for you.
I look at the cave and look at everyone else,
Do I
except
have
for the
a
ones in the cave, and
Tens
say,
in my like adventure gear. Because we have basic adventure.
Yes, you guys have 10.
Alright, then I'm pitching my 10. I'm staying outside.
Okay.
as am I can't fit in the cave. I'm gonna get stuck.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a dumb idea, guys.
Don't worry about it.
Good luck. Don't die. Or get stuck.
We're staying here for the night, right?
Yeah.
That's the idea.
I cast detect secret doors.
Alright, you do so, and you're not detecting the immediate area.
Hmm.
Okay.
And as you guys kind of like shivvy your way through the cave, you find nothing. It's not even. It's just a big slash in the mountain. You eventually find the end of it, and you're like, I don't think we can move any further.
Well, I guess I'll just go out then.
You shimmy your way back out.
In the meantime, Sawyer and I are dreaming about Cupcake Man over here and having the sword over here.
I actually have not gone to bed yet. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use.
It's only 6 o'clock. I guess I have to go to bed right now.
So
I'm gonna sit in my tent.
what I'm gonna do with my
By
rope
myself.
is I'm gonna go and so there's a small area, like the area we just came from, the 5 foot across. There is enough space there. I'm gonna put a rope across with some of my cooking gear, like tied to it. So
in
there's
front
something
of you or behind you?
behind us,
Okay.
just in case something tries to come up from behind us. It'll make some sounds.
Okay. I mean, it starts making noise immediately because there's a huge gust up here. So
Okay.
it's just clink, 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 clink.
Yeah, that's gonna keep me awake.
Damn it. Okay. Yeah,
Seamus and I just like start hearing like
Yeah.
clink, clink, clink.
As you guys are like shimmying your way out of the cave, you start hearing clink, 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 clink.
It's like freaking out.
What would it be to like discern whether or not that's like swords beating on shields?
Danger.
There's no really no check for it. It's
I
on top of
cast
your
sleep on
imagination.
myself and forego the save.
That's brilliant. Inside the cave,
Yeah, I'm just well.
he slouches against it, just in the upright standing position.
Do you really?
Yeah, I'm out.
Are you gonna bring him out and just leave him?
You guys are setting up your tents. Make strength checks.
Oh.
Oh, for the
I
wind.
wanted
I want to wrap him
In
in a
my
blanket
tent
first
right
before
now.
I do so. Like get like an uncomfortable like cocoon and just.
Nat 20. My tent is up and done.
I just got a 10.
10's all you needed.
Okay.
I mean, the wind blows like
Nat 20,
sufficiently.
guys. It's about to drink.
It's difficult, but he managed to stick it into the ground. You get it in there, and it's good.
Respect my neck.
So after he wraps himself in a cocoon and like just passes out, like I just kind of want to observe him for about 10 minutes to see if he like falls over.
He won't. I mean, it's like the cave wall on either side is like supporting him, basically.
So I just kind of do like the thing like where somebody's sleeping in the car, just clunk,
Yeah, pretty much.
clunk, clunk.
Yeah.
I suppose he's snug and secure. I could just leave him here.
You are very warm. You're much warmer than everyone else is.
So I'll remove the cooking ware and just leave the rope set up there. Fairly low to the ground just in case.
Okay, yeah,
That's
It's like a
totally
trip
fine.
wire.
You had to make it bigger.
So I suppose
Yeah,
when I make a
make room.
bag, I would also pitch a tent.
Make a strength check.
Besides, it's a nat 20 tent, so yeah.
21.
Ooh.
Yeah, you managed just fine.
Get away from my tent. No slight cuddles.
You who is in your tent, Alexia, it is, even after you wrap yourself up in the blanket and you're kind of just sitting there trying to stay warm, you feel your tent just like constantly almost tilting over with the wind,
I need more weight to keep it grounded.
but it does stay firmly.
Am I heavy enough to
Your
keep my
pots and
tent?
pans.
I'm gonna put my
Go find me a boulder.
torch out
Cuddle buddy.
and curl up into my tent and die. Yeah.
He's failed to save on living.
Not really die. I'll just go to sleep.
Which one of you is keeping watch? If at all.
I'll
Not me.
probably set up a watch at least for the darkest hours.
You're
of the
already
night, I'm gonna set up
asleep.
a watch.
Rufalin.
Jesus.
Did you stay awake for
Well-
like the darkest parts?
Yeah.
Then I guess I'll. Okay, I won't put on my torch then. I'll just keep watch
Wait. So.
for like till 10.
It's up to you guys.
Alright.
Okay. So I'll do. If you're doing 10 till 10, I'll do from 10 to 2.
Okay.
It's currently 6 p.m., so.
Oh, okay. So no watches yet.
I mean,
I mean,
it's
we
up
gotta
to
keep
you.
food and stuff.
Seamus already went to sleep, but Lexia's in your tent.
Yeah. Screw you.
I'm gonna make some food using the pots and pans that would not stop
You're
rattling.
just like, damn.
I'm gonna
So there's like a.
Standing in front of it, basically, you managed to start like a small fire.
So like there's like a little bit more of the trail that like goes up further into the mountain, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, it keeps going up and up, yeah.
And we're just on like a little clearing.
Mm-hmm.
That's this why.
Are there like so I want to kind of like go further like towards where we would continue going next. Are there any like spots in the rock that I could put a torch?
We're moving this
Yeah.
direction.
I want to put a torch in one of them and light it. And then I'll just go sit back at camp.
You do so.
It's the wizard's
Did
corridor.
Did Kale not bring him out? Did you not bring Seamus out with you?
No, he's just sitting in
No,
there.
alright.
Out cold.
Alright, cool.
I mean, no one asked. Don't think it's that
I don't
important.
care, you can leave him. He's fine. He'll wake up eventually.
Without
Or he'll
everybody
just
else.
die.
Where did they go?
did Swish come with us?
Yeah, he's with you.
What's he doing?
Cuddling in the cocoon with Seamus.
That's probably what you would do, yeah.
I asked him to take
Like
the last.
walks under my legs, just passes out.
You're like, that looks nice. You grab his own little blankie and like sits on the
I asked Swish to take the last couple hours to watch.
Maybe. I'm really warm.
I'll rely on you for that. I'm gonna wake him up anyway.
Okay. You have to as well.
Yeah. So I'm cooking up some meat. I'll cook here from town.
Okay. You smell the nice. You hear the sizzle of like meat on a pan, and you smell the meat being cooked. Not you, 'cause you're passed out.
I make enough for so that anyone who's still awake can partake. I had some potatoes.
It's like the cartoons, like you still smell it even though you're asleep. You're just like,
What are
oh, but stay asleep.
A European delicacy. Actually, it'd be a North American delicacy.
It's up to you guys.
I eat his meat and mashed potatoes.
Okay, you eat my
Whatever it
meat.
was. Yeah.
Oh, sound just so
Should I do like a check for this? Or
Well,
Does he like it or does it make him
no, that would be profession. I'm not.
Do you have it?
I don't have a professional cook now.
I'll come
Well,
out
you
and
can
enjoy
take a
some
10
food
on
with
it.
Yeah.
You managed to fry meat. It's not that
Yeah.
hard.
I'm actually gonna take a
What are you
20.
talking
I'm
about?
gonna take a 20. Because I want this to be really tasty.
Okay.
I will join you guys for some food.
So,
Do we just hear his snores coming from like the
Wow.
crack?
He's in the
It
cave.
just
so
sounds
it's
like some
probably
terrible
echoing.
monsters in there.
If you make a listen check, you hear it ever so softly.
Oh, okay, so he's not that loud.
What's the DC for this listen check?
How deep did you fall asleep in there?
I cast a spell on me.
I know, but like how deep did you like inside
How far
the
into the
crevasse?
cave were you?
I got
Enough to where I wouldn't like hear the outside of the wind, where I just go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no.
I rolled
Isn't
a
that pretty deep?
I got 19.
No, yeah, you can hear it just ever so softly.
Wow.
That sounds like an owl.
I'll tell you.
You made a who noise.
That's my echo sound.
Okay.
Echoes and owls. Who knows the difference?
That sounds like a proverb. More like a riddle.
Yeah, what am I?
Wow. You guys are like the safest you could possibly be. You have like a very uneventful night. What you guys do notice though is you guys are probably like a couple hundred feet up now, and the same thing happens as soon as the sun goes down. The mist comes out, and even affects you guys up here at this altitude.
Oh man.
Was it any thicker?
No, it's the same. It goes up to like your waist, basically, or like you're below your waist, depending on how tall you are.
I'm 6'4".
Yeah, probably like below your waist. Like
I'm gonna go back to my tent now that the fog is out. I'm trying to get in no fights.
I look to you and say, when it's my time, wake me up
Okay.
and go to bed.
yeah, you guys have whatever you guys want to do. It's a relatively safe night. Nothing happens.
Well, I suppose 4 hours later I'd wake Sawyer up and then
Just like
go to sleep in my tent that never got drawn.
You can sleep in my tent.
Oh.
But I had my own.
Oh,
yeah,
if
but
you didn't
guys
set
can
it
just
up.
Switch.
I did set it up.
Oh, okay. No, it never got drawn.
Yeah. Mine's really very small.
I was hoping one of you would roll a natural one because it would blow off the mountain. You try
You in it?
No.
Just catches the breeze perfect.
Just catch the breeze briefly.
Did you get in that one of them?
No.
You can take roll new characters with the damage.
Roll on your character.
Alright. Is it not over yet?
Swish wakes you guys up. Let's Swish and take the last watch, and he does so after being begrudgingly woken up by Sawyer.
I don't need him to like me.
He's just like, a halfling needs his rest. God.
Gnome, I remind him as I go to bed.
His body is not attached to his legs.
What time do you guys wake up? What's your day's travel gonna look like?
6 a.m.
6 a.m. You guys go 6 to 6?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Might as well.
Yeah, so 6 a.m. The sun's just barely coming up. It's honestly kind of beautiful. Like the sun is just barely coming up, and you have this great view above the valley of the sun just barely coming up, and you guys take a moment to reflect on the fact that you are on like a life or death mission, but it's kind of nice. You come out of your cave and you're like, oh, it is much colder out here than it was in there.
I don't like it out here.
I'm gonna take a 20 to cook breakfast.
Okay.
Who would like to take the fast track?
The what?
would like to fly the rest of the way. I could only take one more with me. Or do we want to split up and I'm going to be forced to hoof it with you?
If you can only take one, I suggest we all go together.
Yeah.
Looks like you're stuck with us over
That's
there.
up to you guys. Don't look at me. I'm not making the choices for you.
You could use your ability to scout.
Very well. I go.
Okay.
And then...
You fly up for as long as
Sound like a ghost.
Are you doing anything in particular as you fly up, or?
I'm just gonna go up and follow like the trail because I can go like 120 feet around for 5 minutes. So
yeah, I can do that. It's very tall. You fly up and you realize you're not even halfway up the mountain.
I'm gonna like stop at a point where I think they'll probably be in like an hour or two and just make like a campsite like Bruce and tea.
Okay.
Yeah. So you guys, how long do you wait?
Wait, do we notice him go further out?
You see him fly up, but you lose track of him after a while.
Okay.
I imagine we'd probably be following him.
You can't
As
follow
you-
him.
Well, okay, I know that we're like not flying, but he should be heading in the
I'm just
same
gonna be taking
direction.
down
We
my
just
tent
stay on
and
the
getting my
trail.
torch back and making sure I
You
have
already
everything.
took down your tent. It's gone.
Oh. Suppose I'll just wait here awkwardly while
Well, as
our
opposed to
scout-
like going all the way around the mountain, he just kind of flies straight up and skips a lot of the trail.
Well, I took a 20,
Well, we can
so
only stay on
about
the
20
trail,
minutes?
So might as well just keep going.
Yeah, about 20 minutes of you just cooking breakfast.
Wow, he's still up there.
Well, I suppose if he's not back in 10 minutes after we finish eating,
That's just
dibs on his breakfast.
I will honor that.
Sure enough, 10 minutes later, he's like, he's not there.
Okay, I give him Seamus's breakfast.
Nice.
Alright, let's pack up and head out.
Okay.
Is he still not back? Do you think something might have happened to him?
Well, if it did, we'll probably find his body up the mountain somewhere, so let's go find it.
He's powerful in his own right. I'm sure he just went ahead. Well, the old man forgot where we were.
That is also a very real possibility and a nightmare.
Who really knows what happened?
I shudder
go
at the
find
thought
out.
of thinking about him alone and not knowing where he is. Hurry, we must go. What are you rolling for?
Our next few hours.
So, yeah, sure enough, next couple hours are uneventful, but you do see Seamus just staying up there drinking tea. He's just huddled in his blanket. His snuggie.
Figures.
Seamus, weren't you supposed to fly back to us?
We were so
What?
worried.
This spot looks so comfortable. I sat down and figured I'd take a rest.
As opposed to an hour, though, it's about 3 or 4 hours before they got up to you.
Anybody else would like to ride the flying train?
Nope.
I think I'm good.
Yep. Just walk. Exercise.
So I ask him, what did you see above in the mountains?
Rocks, fog, and snow.
Does this trail just continue?
Just keep going.
Okay, looks like we'll have to hoof it.
And as you say that, you go turn to like continue up the path you guys been going, and there is no path.
Oh,
Time to climb.
so you were offering a flight. Would you be able to go up and say, put a stake in the mountain with a rope attached?
If the duration is 5 minutes, of course.
I believe you have 100 feet of rope, so.
Mm-hmm.
So you could go 100 feet up as long as there's a trail.
Yeah.
If you can fly up and find a trail that we would be able to climb up to.
Very
Though
well.
I do only have 100 feet of rope.
I'll keep that in mind.
Mikhail, don't you have rope?
Mm-hmm.
So we have 200 feet of rope.
It's
Tie
a
one
problem.
rope to the other rope.
Problem being if it'll stay tight.
Well, if you're the one tying the knots, it won't.
I don't touch the knots.
Very well. I cast fly again for the last time of the day. And fly upward with a rope.
Yeah. Make a strength check to put the stake in the ground.
This is the part I was afraid of.
It's just laying on the ground. Okay, guys.
13.
13? Yeah, you kind of shove it into the ground. It takes all your might to do so, but you shove it into the ground. And you slide a hand to tie the rope to it.
I can do this. Natural 20.
Oh my god, alright.
Yeah.
Perfect knot. Perfect knot. Just super tight and secure.
Yeah, I kind of like sit on like the edge of like the trail, I guess. I don't know, like it's probably like a ledge and kind of just like hang out and like start throwing like a rock down to get like people's attention. It's like, it's safe!
Not if you're throwing rocks at us.
Did you drop the rope down?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Let's
how that
see if
works.
it makes it all the way down. It does, you're fine.
Okay.
Okay. I think we should climb up in the order we've been traveling. I'm the heaviest, so...
I say you go first.
Well, if I go up and it falls, then the two of you won't be able to get...
That's true. Alright, you go first.
Sure.
Are you guys still tied to each other as you climb up?
I'm
No,
thinking...
we
I'm
should
worried
probably
about the
untie.
rope supporting all of our weights at once. So I was
Okay.
thinking we should climb up individually.
Well, it was his rope, so we probably untied it and then gave it to Seamus
Yeah.
so he could drop it down.
But I do recommend that they tie the rope to themselves just in case they accidentally let go or slip.
Okay.
So, like, tie the end to ourselves as we pull it. Okay.
Now, are you wearing your armor, or...
Oh, when I'm climbing, I'm not going to be wearing my armor, but I'm not going first.
Okay.
Your turn.
I assume it's in Alexia's bag of holding.
Yeah.
Alright.
Then take off my mithril armor and put it in your bag of holding. And I you cautiously. I trust you.
Just, like, drop it over
Well,
the
that
edge.
armor is my lifeblood.
I securely tie it to my belt. Or something.
Okay. Whoever's going first, make a climb
Shove
check.
it in my jacket.
I climb.
I need 3 climb checks, and you
Like
have advantage
Spider-Man.
on all of them because you have your climbing equipment.
Oh, nice.
So I need 3.
Well, the first one was a 20. Let's see if we can do better than that. Second one's a 15.
Okay.
And the third one's a 19.
Okay. So over the course of about 20 minutes or so, you pull yourself up.
Man,
And
that's a long climb.
it's a long climb because it's 100 feet up, as well as the wind is constantly blowing you back and forth. You have to stop and then get a foothold again, and I mean, it's treacherous. You thought you were going to slip a couple times, but you didn't. But eventually you see Seamus up there sitting there, and you climb up and make your way to the top.
Is there enough room on the stake to put my rope around?
Probably. Yeah.
Can I do sleight of hand and put it on the
Yeah.
thing? Cool. Can I take 10 to do it?
Sure.
19?
Yeah. I mean, it goes on there.
Are they able to hear me clearly?
No.
Can they see me?
No. You kind of shout, and your voice is drowned out by the mountain.
Yeah, I've been throwing rocks at them.
Write a message on a rock.
I throw the rope down
Just chisels it in.
so that there's 2 ropes now.
Alright, so we can go at the same time.
But it may not be able to take both of our weights.
Oh, yeah, the
I should have
one
told them what I
stake.
wanted to do
The one stake.
before
that-
climbing.
Here, while we wait, I've got this halfling herb.
This what?
Halfling herb.
Oh god. They're get high.
So as you're waiting for like confirmation from McKelvey up there, another rope pulls down.
It's good
Perhaps
for
you
the
should
arthritis.
tie one rope around you and use the other to climb up.
Yes.
Alright. I'll go it.
Just load up your
My turn.
wizard pipe.
It's called Blue Dungeon Madness.
Who's going next?
Me. My turn.
Okay, so I need.
I hold on to both ropes and I kind of like am pulling them to see like which one is heavier.
I wait just in case she falls.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just me. We're not going at the same time.
Yeah, it doesn't feel any different from both ends.
Okay.
Um,
I hold on to the one on the left.
Okay, so you don't have climbing equipment.
I'm on the one.
So
on the
just
right.
3 strength checks. Whatever you get's what you get.
I might be able to catch one
Instead
if
of
they
flying.
fall.
Because you are currently climbing
magic.
up a mountain.
Yeah, but I have climb as an
Wonderful.
ability.
They have to be close enough.
So why is it strength instead of climb?
Because you have wind blowing against
35
you and
feet
pushing
away.
you side to side, so your climbing is
I mean,
really...
that works. It's only 100 feet.
17. 5.
Ooh,
7.
7.
These damn chips are messing up my rolls.
So,
Yeah, so you make it about 20
Blame
feet
your
up,
failure
and then
on
you
the
slip
range.
down.
Shut up!
Then you slip back down to the bottom. You don't take any damage. You slip down 10 feet, then you slip down another 10 feet.
so I was holding on to the left rope.
You feel it like black.
Like it falls down. Like as it's trying to like fall, I try and like pull up.
Well, it's not that it falls down. I mean, it's tight as it is because there's a first step going in with it.
No.
And you kind of feel it go taut as she falls down further because she puts all of her weight on it and just falls.
Oh. Well, after feeling that, can I assume that that's the one that someone's trying to climb up on and try and like
Yeah.
pull it along
Probably.
as they're climbing up?
Okay, go ahead and make a strength check.
Oh my god, I'm gonna die.
They're gonna die.
21.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so you can make your climb checks now.
Did I just still do 3?
Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't give me a whole lot of 17. 15. 18.
18.
Damn.
You make it up there. Again, 20 minutes go by and Alexia kind of pokes up between the clouds that you are currently looking down through, and she comes up.
What took you so long?
Don't talk to me, old man. Don't need your sass right now. I almost died!
Okay, my turn. I test the rope. Still good?
Huh?
I guess I fell too.
Absolute dungeon madness.
But yeah, we threw down one, the other rope, and I'm holding on to that one that we threw down.
Oh
Okay,
my
that doesn't.
god!
I've got advantage. It doesn't count. So my first
It should
roll.
still count.
My first roll is 24.
I mean, natural ones count regardless, but
Okay.
you don't have to if you don't want to. But, so what's it?
My first roll is 24.
That makes it, yeah.
Okay. I have a plus 12 to climb checks without my armor on. My second roll is
31.
31.
Mm-hmm.
Garbage, it's muff cabbage. Okay.
Oh,
And my
my
third roll is 15.
Oh, damn it.
I have plus 12
But
without
how
armor.
many
right.
times I fall down the mountain?
Because he watched me fail
You're
twice.
stupid strong.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't even try catching me. He just let me fall.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Did you fall all the
Yeah.
way? All the way?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like
She's
up
being dramatic.
and
She
up,
slid down
and
like
then
a
I
couple feet.
fell,
Yeah,
and
you
then I was standing next to you, and then Mikhail pulled me up.
No,
And
you fell down. You slid,
No, you didn't
you
even
slid
care.
down a
No.
couple feet.
No, you didn't even care. You didn't even care.
I rolled a care.
Disadvantage.
That one, I still don't care.
Well, now that everyone's made it, I'm going to
Offer weed.
get my
Let's
rope
just
and
sit
put
here
it away.
and then I got help. So,
I'm going to try to remember
And then I
history
got
about
that.
these duels. See if I can. I don't know.
You have advantage on it.
Well, I still don't know shit.
Maybe you have advantage on it.
13.
Is that the advantage roll?
Yes, there's a 2 and a 4.
Alright, well. You don't know much about them, but you do know that they are of the Mountain Dwarf tribes. They're one of the more prosperous ones. The Karn Mountain Dwarves are like... Most cities use their metal and ore in their supplies.
Okay.
Their influence stretches pretty far.
I would like to geography and architecture and engineering to be like, where would be the best place to put an entrance for a
That
city
one
on a
cave we were
mountainside?
We can certainly try.
That was better for the architecture and engineering. I got a 23.
Okay.
And for the geography, I got a 20.
So, this is gonna be up to a span of like 10-15 minutes. You do this, you kind of just like walk around in circles and like look up and just kind of like you walk to another spot and like look up. You do realize that the base of not the base, but like kind of the middle of the mountain is where it is the thickest. And so if there's gonna be any kind of like civilization there, probably there. And you guys are
Bring us back
maybe
to goodies.
almost halfway up the mountain at this point.
That's how
So.
you
Let's see if Swish can climb up the
Quit
rope.
touching your bond under the table.
Oh boy.
Did you leave there or just untie it immediately as soon as...
I thought everyone was up already.
We are.
So yes, I untied my rope. So there's
Okay.
only one.
So-
Maybe you're quite alright. Thank you, though. I appreciate the
What is
offer.
it?
Melon.
Oh, it was almost good too. I got a natural one. He'll see he redeems himself. He falls down. He makes it back up. Okay. So, as you're about to untie the rope that Seamus tied, you're having a little bit of trouble with the knot. And as you're trying to untie it, Swish kind of like.
Oh, what are you doing here? I thought you were over there.
I've been here the whole time.
Okay.
Did you forget about me?
Yep.
Who are you?
No, as I try to lie to him.
Yep. Yep, we did.
You look different.
I don't remember having a half.
21.
He's like, oh, alright.
Guess.
Oh, I'm gonna take my shot.
Did you get an apple?
Yeah, for Nick. Trying
Aha!
to make his fucking bard climb up the mountain.
Ha! Ha!
Nick, I hope you appreciate this.
Suck it, bitch.
Did you do it for like halfling stuff or gnome stuff?
That's the same, by the way.
Oh, okay, well. He just picked a terrible character.
He
You
doesn't
should
have
have had
climb.
Sawyer like throw him up.
He doesn't have climb.
Here you
Or
go.
his strength very high.
They go to attach himself to my back.
You attach what?
Just like tie him on.
Himself to my back.
They're like, no, what are you doing?
I cast sleep on him.
He just wiggles out. No, I can do this.
What's the DC?
Are you actually casting
why are
sleep
we-
on him?
Yeah, we're gonna do this.
We already climbed up.
Yeah, we're already up there.
I cast sleep.
Unless we
He's
still
got
have-
a 15.
Unless we still have
Oh,
climbing
give
to
me that.
do.
That natural 13.
Then we're just like dragging him along.
You sure his will might only be 2.
He's a bard.
Oh, he's a bard.
Ah!
What a bitch.
You see, that was such disdain.
Ah.
I don't like bards. Never played a bard, never going to.
They're
Bards
fun
are the
and
best. Wizards are better.
He's like, nice try, old man.
Very
just
child, man. Look at me. I'm 5 foot tall. I have to look up at everybody. There's a baby there.
I'll have you know I'm the tallest halfling in my village.
You're still mistaken for a child every day of my life. I've seen you around.
Again, you're a gnome, I say, and I walk past him.
Just like push him aside. You're a gnome.
Right, so you guys continue your way up?
Yep, on the trip.
Yes.
Alright.
On the road.
It is now about 3 p.m.
I haven't seen that movie in a while.
We need to set up base camp.
I mentioned it the other day.
4 p.m. 5 p.m. Around 6 p.m. You guys, no trouble still. The sled you guys find is a lot more perilous. Not perilous, but a lot more shallow. So the one we're looking for is like about 40 feet. This one's about 20 feet across, but it's very narrow.
So back in a line. Are we doing 2x2 or 1x1?
Up to you.
I think we should go one by one.
Well, Nova had them go 2 by 2.
Okay. I guess I'll take up the rear again.
I'll go fast.
Always want the rear, don't you?
Yep.
Nothing quite like the back door.
Rogue's coming from behind.
You're not a rogue.
That was a WoW reference.
Alright, well, we're the one person here who probably didn't play WoW as a teenager.
That's for the rest of us.
Try to get to a larger area before
I mean, I
stopping.
picture all of you just like sitting and playing WoW after high school.
I don't.
Just like, yes.
I played it once. I played RuneScape.
That's a bad game.
It's the best game.
I just had a
It
lot of
used to be
friends
really
who played
good.
well.
Or RuneScape.
I played it as.
So are you guys resting here or?
No, I don't want to
for like
rest
a couple
here.
hours.
Yeah, no, it's too narrow.
Can't do it. Can't do
Can't
it.
set up our tents.
How many more hours do you want to travel?
Just set up
before
one
you-
big tent
Pretty much just go until we
Cuddle
find a
party.
spot that's like
with me in the corner.
bigger than this.
You guys can huddle together.
Okay.
I cast Light
I'll
on
be
my
in the
hat.
corner, looking at the corner.
You guys travel for another hour,
I don't know what happened.
another 2 hours, 3 hours. Everyone makes spot checks.
We need a napkin.
Ooh.
I would have lit a
15.
torch.
Natural 19.
18. Nope, 19.
Also gets cold.
Yay.
So.
I'm smart.
You guys are prepared enough that you're not to take disadvantage to the.
23 is my score.
Was everyone's spot? 23,
19.
19,
20.
20,
13.
13. So everyone but Seamus.
It's like you enjoy my suffering.
You guys are on this path right now where, there's some moderate room. You can't walk side by side, but you can go
I'm
single
neutrally
file
now, so
with a
don't-
little bit of like breathing
Just-
space. It
Low
seems like you're gonna
key.
fall off
I
immediately.
switched.
And as you guys are walking along,
Doing some shady shit.
you kind of squint your eyes ahead and like you see this kind of large shadow in the area ahead. And you kind of look up and it's about 12 feet up ahead of you. It's just this huge shadow and like the snow and the wind and like you can't make out what it is, but you see something ahead of you.
No.
So everyone sees this?
Everyone but Seamus.
Seamus, wait.
What?
There's something very large before us.
You mean a mountain? Yes, I see it.
I mean, take a look, and I try to point out the shadow.
It takes you a couple of minutes, but you see it.
Is it moving?
Not that you can tell. I mean, everything seems like it's moving because of the snow and the wind, so it's like the shadow's like really hazy already, flickering back and forth anyways.
Alexia, shoot it.
Alexia, shoot it, natural one.
Everyone die!
Seamus, his back's perfectly exposed.
Okay, so
Just
what
like
is it?
shoots me in the foot and I slip and fall off the
No,
ledge.
I was just-
I'm sorry.
It's just kind of like large shadow. You
Making
see
it
kind
go.
of flickering in the snow and the breeze. Or not breeze,
It's
storm.
creepy.
Bartholomew, go check it out.
Oh, I was about to tell you to go check it out.
Send my weasel.
Okay. Does he do anything or just go check it out?
He's gonna go check it out and report back to me and be like, there's a thing there.
Do you
Does
have
he
it
have to like
telepathically?
make it back?
I do have the
Oh,
telepathic thing.
I was gonna say,
alright.
what if he dies?
Maybe, I don't know.
It's just like,
I know I
Bad
can
things happen
He
communicate
to
didn't
the
come
wizard.
back, so.
basic tricks.
Oh no, he'd know.
How about if you make a strength
He
check
loses,
just to see
like,
how strong he is in this
abilities per
like
level.
huge storm?
If you lose familiar.
Oh, that's a bummer.
He has a whopping 3 strength.
Did you roll for it?
There we go.
With a 4, so he's at a total of a negative.
Okay. Yeah, you send him out and he's just like, no. And he calls back into your robes.
Very well.
Attach your rock to him.
What are we going for?
He was going the.
Well, I guess I'll just go walk
You just told us
forward.
to walk.
Same.
Seamus, no.
Don't worry.
Where are you going into the cave?
Yeah, I don't know.
So where's
No
everyone
one
at?
drew that. I'm behind Seamus.
Okay.
I don't know. We're just
Staying
in the
very
wilderness. Hey, I didn't say I was following them.
Okay.
They're going towards a giant shadow, we think.
So you kind of fight your way through the storm. And when you get close enough, what's sitting there before you is this huge beast. Kind of like oily, thick, warty skin. Tufts of hair, and like it's like half hairy, half not hairy. And as soon as you kind of walk up, it's like hunched over when you walk up to it, and then as soon as it notices you there, it turns around and just roars at you guys. What's initiative?
Oh, give it an
I was hoping I could talk to it.
Nice.
20 and 25.
20.
12.
15 and 20. 10 and 15, so 12. What'd you get?
10.
What'd you get?
15. No, 13. Sorry. 13. Wait. Yeah, 13.
And what'd you get, Seamus?
12.
Okay, and you got 10?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I also got a 10, but he's very not dexterous, so I'm gonna be last.
What about our
Sorry, you're first. Oh, he hides.
Okay.
He's like, I'm not touching that thing.
How wide is our path?
5 feet across. Oh, where you're at right now is about 10 feet.
Okay, so I'm gonna go around our friends and get on the side of Seamus.
Okay.
Is he close? Am I? So if I get beside Seamus, am I close enough?
You were back here.
No, I was right here. I had moved already in front of her since she didn't agree to move.
So 5,
Amen.
10, 15, 20, or I guess the other way.
I went from here. 5, 10, 15, 20.
That'll be within hitting range.
No, Oliver.
Okay.
Get out of
This club
Put the cat down.
right into my.
here. Yeah, no zone.
Okay. Before I attack, I say to the sword, "You ready for blood?"
Eager.
Okay. I go to strike at the. It's a giant.
Hmm?
Is it a giant
Troll, I assume.
troll?
A giant
It's like a half. It's like oily skin, like warty skin. It's like half hairy, half not hairy.
A giant troll creature thing.
Okay.
Man beast.
It's kind of like a furry face, but like not entirely.
It's a goddamn Yeti.
Yeti!
So I'm
Doesn't
gonna
want
strike
to
at it.
Yiddish.
Just
actually.
It's
Does
Bigfoot. I
anyone
knew he was
speak
real.
I'm hand in hand. I'm wielding the sword in
Yeah.
2 hands. I'm gonna strike at it. Okay. This is a 10 plus 14, so 24.
Go ahead.
Okay. I'm also gonna channel shocking grasp to the blade.
Okay.
Okay.
Swamp him hard.
6. Another d6. I just need to roll one more after this.
Go.
Okay. Oh, I need to roll 2 more because it does more. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and then 5 fire damage. And
How much damage
so
total?
29 damage total.
And how much of it was fire?
5 of it was fire. Like 10 of it was electricity.
Okay. Okay, let's take it up.
I'm gonna do the I'll invoke Blackthorn
Okay.
and do rapid shot. 1, 4. Whoop. Okay. 21. 18.
18. Those will hit.
Oh, wait, second one goes -2, so 16.
So those still hit. Let's see, it's not big.
And I only add the +1 to the non-magic, right?
Yes, non-magic.
So 9 for the first one.
Oh.
14 for the second one.
Okay.
So 11 was thorn damage.
Just tell me the totals. It's not a big deal right now.
14 plus 9, 23.
Okay. Things are up.
Is he reacting at all to our attacks?
Oh, yeah, no. Like, you cut it very deep with, like, your fiery strike. Like, your sword lit up. and it kind of like cut across like the storm. And, like for a moment there was no storm where you struck, and like the blade just.
I casted large burst on Sawyer and stepped backwards.
Oh my god. Of course I accept it.
And your arrows, a little wobbly though, they do make it through the huge storms. They kind of fly a little to the left than you were expecting, but you still hit.
You now fill up the corridor.
Yep.
Big body between me and the troll.
I'm also not wearing armor, by the way.
Okay.
And I go huge or large?
Large.
Large. Okay. Do you have the table pulled up, or?
So like your body kind of like disproportions from him. It was like your arm is like way
Plus
bigger
2
than
to
your
strength,
body.
-2 to dexterity, -1 to attack rolls and AC.
Okay, I'm just gonna put those down. Okay, and my weapon goes up to 1d10 goes to 2d6, but I'm not sure. Let me go. I'm gonna look that up real quick.
You're disproportionate for a moment. Like your one arm is like bigger than the rest of your torso, and like one leg is bigger, and you're like this humbled kind of mess, and you balance out after a while, and you fully adjust to your new size.
Get him!
I'd be happy to.
No.
Real deep.
Yeah, real deep because I got giant.
And now we can't do anything.
You guys can still shoot around me. I'm not blocking him. He's bigger than me, right? Is he
Well,
huge,
sure, but
colossal?
the corridor we're in, you're probably blocking the entire space.
He's only like 12 feet tall, so he's only like large.
So you are about like eye to eye with him at this point.
Yeah, but how wide is he? Because we only have 10 feet across.
Sawyer takes up to 10 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I can't, like, if I tried shooting, I would just hit you.
Oh no.
Don't roll low.
Mikhail can't get past you.
Okay, I'm doing 2d8 damage with my sword.
This is a one-on-one
now.
Okay. It's Mikhail's turn, speaking of.
Can I get past him?
You can spend half your movement to like get around him, basically.
Just, like, squeeze against the wall.
It is what you're doing. You're basically like trying to like find a way like around this huge tree trunk leg now. And
Yeah. I'll try and poke at the...
okay.
As he crawls around me, I say, I apologize, tiny friend.
He just, like, crawls between your legs, poking at the troll.
Stab the troll right in the troll goblet nuts things.
I don't think they're
Alright,
really
18.
that
His
bad.
troll sack.
I believe it.
Takes 7 damage.
Be impressive.
Did you think
He's that tall and he can reach
You're
it from the
flanking him.
ground.
I mean,
Am I?
You didn't act in the first round, so yeah, technically.
you're within 5 feet, so.
Oh, are we doing the 5th edition sneak attack roll?
Oh, I guess that's. I'm sorry, that's what I was thinking of. Okay.
Yeah.
We're not doing that yet, so. Alright. Go for me.
Soon.
That was max damage
So
without
that's to the
sneak
computer.
attack.
Say it to the camera.
I do apologize soon.
What's your AC
It's
right
like,
now?
oh, hey.
AC right now sucks. Let's see here.
It's
Minus
only
my armor,
-1.
because I'm
Oh,
not wearing
you're
it.
right. Okay.
And another
dex.
-1.
My AC is currently 10.
Oh
Okay,
my god,
yeah.
wizard, what did you do?
Made him really strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's, like, gonna take a lot of hits now.
Oh, I'm gonna rage.
Ah.
I'm gonna take another lower dodge to your
I
AC.
get a bonus to my AC when I rage. I got rolling rage.
So he absolutely like taking all these arrows to him and blood dripping from his mouth and just like the slash across his chest that you dealt him and the kind of pinprick that Mikhail gave him in his leg and the arrows colliding with his chest. He roars at you and pummels you with both fists. Boom, boom. You take 24 points of damage.
That hurt.
So let's see. As he does that, I shout, "Try harder!"
A good move.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead. Oh yeah, we're not. This is not 5th edition. I was like, I'm gonna roll 2 dice for advantage. No. Okay. So I'm going to. Yeah, I'm going to rage.
Okay.
Okay. So my strength is now +6.
Jesus.
My AC is 11.
Okay.
It went up a point. Well, my strength is +6 to what it was, so it's 26. It's going to go up by 3 points, so my strength modifier is going to be an 8 currently. And I'm going to cleave him in 2, or attempt to. That's a crit, or threat, or it's a crit.
Oh, yeah. 18.
Damn.
19.
Oh, yeah. So that hits. That crits.
Okay. And I double my I'm going to double all my weapon and strength damage, or just weapon damage.
I think it's like all in strength damage. Not the magic damage, but physical and strength in this edition.
Sweet.
Not in 5th, but in this edition, yeah.
Okay. So 48
Jesus Christ.
and 2 fire damage.
50 damage.
Yeah. Spoof.
Alright, he is not looking good.
Oh god.
Right.
Combo!
You not only like, not even like a slash, you just kind of like put this huge hole in his chest, you would draw the blade, and it's just like tearing apart and firing flames bellowing from it, and he kind of stumbles back and just growls and roars at you, but like you can tell that it's on its last leg.
Okay, I laugh uncontrollably.
Alexia, you're up.
I don't do anything.
Shoot her!
You're up.
I'm not gonna try to shoot past him. I do have disadvantage for like.
You gonna run up
Well,
a
I
boot
do
stick
have
for the win?
finesse. This or
I might boop stick it, but I'm probably gonna miss the boop stick. So I'm just going to go. I'm gonna throw a splash of acid at it.
boom.
Okay.
I don't think I should have to roll for this.
It's like touch attack, I think.
It's a missile.
Range touch.
Ooh, 15
I
plus 5.
That hits.
D3. 1 point of acid damage.
1 point is all it needed.
Right in his eyeball.
Jeez.
Yeah, you kind of just step forward, just one tiny drop of acid, just as it's going for you, Sawyer, and it's enough to kind of make him reel back and fall off the mountain. And you hear like the scream just echoing all the way down, and then eventually it's just silent.
Off the map.
I look over there. He'll be back.
I appreciate the assistance. So I'm assuming I have like a big bruise from where he just clubbed me.
It hurt, yeah. You got like these 2 huge imprints on your chest.
Look at him. I think I might have been dead.
But and then when you shrink back to normal too, like it encompasses your entire body.
So how long does that last, by the way? How long am I large?
Quite a while.
Well,
5
you
whole
could
minutes.
not have
5
gotten
minutes,
around
okay.
him that quickly.
Yeah,
So-
definitely as you shrink back to size, like it hurts more and more.
Oh, I mean, my health didn't go up. But
I know, but
yeah. I'm a little sore, but I'm doing all right. What is the sword calmed? Is he?
it's not saying anything at the moment.
I'm glad I was able to help. I tell it.
Slightly appeased.
You just hear say, "What a waste of a soul."
Because it fell.
He's just like, no.
You steal souls?
He's a soul eater.
Good to
It
know.
doesn't say anything.
You acid inside.
I say I also wanted to finish it off.
So how's this current area looking for camping?
So there is this huge kind of like beast. It's like
We could have slept in it. Like a tom
Well, so
Oh my
it's-
god, no!
well, so it's the
Yes.
remains of like whatever it was eating when you guys interrupted it. It was like kind of
Ew.
kneeling down,
We can
and
sit
like
in
on
that.
the ground was like this torn open kind of like huge furry
Oh, look,
creature.
it's already torn open. We can totally
Um,
make camp in there.
Everyone, go ahead and make a is nature a thing in this game?
Yeah.
In this version,
Ah.
yeah, make a nature check.
knowledge nature.
Yeah. which you get advantage on.
Woo.
So.
I think we're all getting too used to.
Oh, I know. It's like,
repetition.
it's just so easy to replace everything with.
So that's just using my intelligence.
25.
Nat 20! Yay!
With that, my weak bladder is leaking out.
14.
Boom! Nat 20.
Seamus goes relieves himself in the corner.
Fellows, it's almost as big as I am.
Watch out for the edge.
I got like a 17.
Yeah, you guys recognize that this was a bugbear.
Oh, that he's eating?
Mm-hmm.
I got a nat 20!
We probably don't want to sleep inside a bugbear.
You guys know that this creature in front of you by itself is formidable.
And we just downed something that could beat it.
I'm eating it.
How big is this area? Like, can I like...
We're pretty good.
Check.
Yeah.
What?
Specifically looking for a cave. 17?
There is a cave nearby, actually.
Hmm.
You kind of poke your head and it smells terrible. The
What's-
smell of like refuse and like just rotting meat and like probably something else that you can't even identify just hit your nostrils immediately as you poke your head in.
I'd like to, oh, like, when I look at the ground, can I see, like, footprints, like, going into the...
Yeah, you see the large footprints of the thing that you guys just fought.
Oh, boy.
I can't say it'd be healthy for us to sleep in here. Or even travel through it.
How do you even know it's there?
Well, I guess.
Okay, so I go back to the group and I... Guys, there's a cave over there. It looks like maybe whatever that thing that we just fought was that was its home.
Can we see, like, where the trail continues, or...
Yeah.
Okay.
But it is 9 o'clock at this point.
Yeah, it's
Is
getting
there
late. We
space
need
to camp? Like, how big is this cave? How big is the
That's
cave?
huge.
It's pretty big. It doesn't smell very nice, but...
But big enough for us to sleep in.
Easily, yeah.
Alright. Might as well pitch a fire.
Well,
Create a fire.
not quite yet. I don't know. I didn't really get a good look inside of the cave. Like, it might go deeper. There might be more.
Send Seamus down there to check.
Yeah,
He's
we'll just send
expendable.
Seamus by himself into this cave.
That's totally fine. I agree. Good idea.
What am I doing?
You're going into the...
He comes back and there's a justice robe and he's like, what?
This cave here. You're gonna go in there?
I don't take orders
See what's
from you and I bop you on the face.
Wow.
I think we should definitely check it out.
I offer to go.
I'll just
Yeah.
stab with my little dick.
I mean, I'm gonna go
Push
too.
you off the
I just
edge.
need to know who's coming
I'm
with me.
near the edge.
Are we all going into this cave?
My strength is higher than yours, probably.
I got the
You don't
magic.
have dark vision. You can actually see it. It goes about 60 feet back.
Okay.
You can actually see the cave wall, like, as you look into it, you're like, it's not that deep.
Well, what's it look like inside?
The cave.
Disgusting.
We
Like,
do not
so
want to sleep in
there's
here.
like dead there's like other bits of like small animals,
Just don't
larger
go down that
animals. There's a couple smaller corpses. There's just a lot of things in here that's like rotting basically.
I cast ghost sound to go.
This noise fills the cave.
What is that? I don't think we're alone.
Does anyone else know the X-Files theme?
Nope.
You little prankster, you.
I looked at the group and I can see the end of this cave. It's not hospitable. And I try to hold back a gag.
Right, but it's
Make
the
a
only.
constitution check.
Okay.
You gag. Just kidding.
That's. Oh, do you mean a fortitude save?
No, just 2 constitution, just normal constitution.
Oh, because my fortitude is plus 11. 14.
Oh, you're fine. You choke it down. You
Okay.
feel it come up, and you're like, nope, not gonna do it. I'm in the presence of a lady. My fake wife.
And I look back
choke
at you.
that down.
Well, it's really either sleep in here for the night
It's like, I don't know
or
if you're insinuating, but...
keep walking and
Yeah.
hope that we find it somewhere else. And it is pretty late.
Yeah. Those of you without dark vision and without the aid of your light spell, which is diminished at this point, once you cast another one, but Yeah, it's really dark, and the mist is like starting to like get really thick. It's that time of night where like it's really enveloping everything.
Alright, so if we don't stay in the cave, where should we stay?
How exact wide is this clearing area? Like,
Are we even in the clearing yet?
Well, where you're at says it's about 10, 15 feet across. Like, you and the thing you just fought, like, completely filled up the space.
I meant where like the bugbear was and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Oh,
talking
okay.
about. Yeah.
So it's like on a trail.
Yeah.
It's
But
not
then,
that wide.
a little bit farther back, like, towards the trail continuing up, there is a cave there.
Alright.
Is it another cave or just this
Just the cave that you guys already found, yeah.
The cave.
And you can tell, like, this is probably its home. Seamus, do you look inside the cave?
Of course I do.
Okay, so you, with your score earlier, immediately recognize that some of the corpses in there are dwarves. It's got like other animals, like, you know, goats and like things like that. But then like there's a couple other like bugbear creatures there. But then there's also dwarf corpses. And you kind of take a look at them and like they're mutilated.
I take that off and I take off one of their shoes. They I would see dwarf feet.
Wait,
Yeah.
these are the dwarves?
Some of them.
Told you, they're dead.
I'm gonna search through the remains.
Oh, gross.
Okay, make a fortitude.
I'm gonna pitch my tent in the cave.
18.
18, you're fine.
Specifically want to look for maybe a map that
There's
one
no
of them might
map.
have. Oh.
Unfortunately, you search through and you don't find anything of value. You just get your hands covered in like bile and blood, and you're just like, ugh.
I'm gonna set my tent up directly in front of the
You're
cave.
not welcome in my tent.
Every now and again, like when she closes like and goes into tent, I'm just gonna cast open on the tent door so it just goes and then periodically just flies open and I'm just gonna just sit here and watch my amusement.
Well,
Yeah, for some reason-
not undressing, just
For
sleeping
some
in my
reason,
winter.
you close your tent and you try and fasten it securely, and you're like, this should be good, and the wind just blows it open. You just can't keep it closed tonight.
Suspicious. Suspicious.
I'm just gonna like wipe my hands off of my coat, I guess.
It smells bad now.
That's fine.
You smell it.
I'm blending in.
Yeah, so what's the watch order like? So how many of you are sleeping inside the cave? How many try to pitch a tent?
In the cave.
So you pitch a tent
Tent
inside
in
the
the
cave.
cave.
It smells
Same.
really bad in here.
I'm sleeping outside the cave.
Okay. Even me at the mouth of the cave smells bad. Where's everyone else at?
The exact center of the cave.
What's the light be?
Hack center.
I'm not in the center. I'm just inside the cave.
Like I use my rope to like go like from wall to wall. I'm just measuring like, yeah, this is the exact center. I'm going to be here.
And you do so.
Odd.
What a strange young man.
I'm about to burn some weed to cover some of the smell.
Okay, that's fair.
Does it smell like skunk in here?
Better than rotting bodies.
Alright, I get them.
I'm gonna take the darkest hours again.
Okay. So, night passes again without any problems. Yeah, you guys are fine. Nothing happens.
This one's called Purple Dragon Farts.
Alright, so next morning you guys continue along the trail.
Alright, so how long did we sleep? How long did I
Do you
sleep?
wake up at 6 again?
Sure.
Did you guys... Who watched and who did not take watch?
I took a watch.
Okay.
I would have taken the first 4 hours.
Okay.
Or no, it was 10.
Nope.
So
I'm gonna sleep.
I think I would have
Willie
taken.
would have had to take 2-hour watches.
I definitely
Yeah.
would be taking a watch and like just opening the tent over
sleeping.
and over
Don't count me in
and
your
over
It's
again.
probably 10 o'clock when you guys finally like
I'm
settle
getting
down and go
those
to
4
sleep.
points
So
back.
if you guys wake up at 6 again...
I'm gonna wake up before everybody else and like light and like study the book.
We'll go at 8 this time.
We go there? Okay, so you guys sleep in.
Oh, we can get everyone can get a full 8 hours.
Yeah, you guys are fine.
10 hours in her case.
With a very chilled, rotten, open tent.
Yeah, you know, you tried to get to like a really, like, you tried to sleep for 10 hours, but it just like kept opening your tent and it's just very cold.
Do I notice him doing this?
He's not being subtle about it.
Well, see, she can't see me do it because the tent's closed.
I gotta just go out for a high five. She refused to take any washes. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, so you guys continue along with that. It's only a couple hours until. How are we on break, by the way? Do you guys want to take a break at all? I know you just went to the bathroom.
Yes.
We would like a break, apparently.
Alright. So, I'm gonna start for this next thing. It's 6:34, so we'll be back at 6:44. And we'll see you guys soon. There's been a sufficient lack of natural ones tonight, so.
You already said you liked the beer.
I do.
Alright, so. Everybody.
You seem like a power bottom, sir.
Okay, let me ask this. Who isn't an ass man?
Anyway,
Aiden likes the movies.
Everyone likes the boobies.
Let's not talk about my preference on stream. So you guys come across the mountaintop. And it's the first time you guys have come to a point where like it kind of gets down lower. And as you guys are looking over the ridge, you see in front of you, there's a small figure surrounded by other small figures. And you kind of look down, just passively, you guys notice that these are, it looks like dwarves fighting other dwarves.
Snow White and the
Battle
Seven
Royale.
Dwarfs. I remember this tale. I'll go greet them when I hurry along.
Is that what dwarves look like?
Make a
Oh,
balance
there it
check,
is.
because you might fall down the
He just
slope.
I got
That should be the
a
question of the day.
9.
A 9? Yeah, so unfortunately you fall down the slope.
I cast Featherfall.
Okay. So you
Answering
take
the
no
comments
damage.
whether you're not.
You're like, ooh! And then you cast Featherfall and you slowly descend down.
We'll tell
So
you
there's like a
what's
pretty
up.
steep slope.
Yeah, it's pretty steep.
I'd like to also make my way down, but like I'd like to move slower so I have less of a chance of
Okay,
falling.
so you'll get there in 2 rounds then.
I'm just
Okay.
gonna be a child and roll down. Just lay down and
Oh,
use
you
wet
did.
gravity
Roll
take.
into-
Go ahead and make a tumble check.
What the fuck is a tumble check?
It's
Dexterity roll.
It'll be
Yeah.
acrobatics in 5th edition. Right
So
now
is
it's
it just
tumble.
my roll plus my dex?
Yup.
It says tumble on that list of skills you have.
No, it doesn't.
It
It
does.
totally does. Okay, it's still dex then.
I think we need a break and brief break while we finish the 5th
17.
edition.
17. Yeah, so you successfully
Roll.
slide or roll down the steep slope and you land at the bottom and you're like waist deep in snow and like covered in it and you kind of like shake your head and like, that was fun.
So she might not know her.
Apparently,
Grab my staff.
apparently this is fun. So I'm just gonna walk.
Okay, make a balance check.
Balance check. Okay.
Oh, dicks.
That is probably not a skill.
Oh my god, he's gonna slide down and knock me over.
10.
10? Yeah, oh, 10 is just what you need.
Okay.
You slip and slide a couple times so you manage to get your way down. Meanwhile, Mikhail's very slowly, just taking a step at a time.
Okay.
You guys roll past him and walk past him. So when you guys get closer to the fray, you do see that these are other... Well, you recognize them as dwarves. You see these are definitely... it is a dwarf in the middle surrounded by other dwarves. And they're kind of like... They're exchanging blows and blocking each other's attacks. And like they're definitely fighting each other.
Does it appear to be like they're trying to kill each other, or is it more like a...
They're trying to kill each other. You can tell there's like... It's dangerous.
Greetings! I yell very loudly.
The one in the middle is just like... Get out of here! It's not safe!
Do any of the other dwarves appear to be like, get the old man?
No.
Okay.
Not at the moment. Actually, let's see. We'll see. So as soon as you say that, he went first, so he's gonna be here first. You guys can be about this, probably more so like this much back. The two on either side of you, they turn to you and start attacking.
Oh, fuck.
Uh-huh.
So, but they miss you because they rolled 2 and a 3.
Woo! Was I wrong? Are these not dwarves? They seem to be hostile.
So as they kind of swing at you, you can
You
see
don't know
that
what dwarves are.
Not all dwarves are your best friends, Sawyer.
you
can't
can
hear him.
as they swing at you and you kind of avoid their attacks, you can see that these dwarves that swung on you, they're dwarves, but they've got like bits of like flesh kind of like sewn onto their face, and they've got bits of like body parts hanging from their neck as like trophies, and like the armor they're wearing is like half metal and like half some kind of hide. They look significantly more fucked up than the other one who looks normal. You guys can all roll initiative now. Oh, natural 19. Hello. Did you get natural 1?
No.
We'll do 20 and 25.
Nobody.
I got 21. So.
Nobody cares what you got.
Was it for
My
the
bad.
ally or for the
You got like
villains?
20 higher than I got.
Oh, my got nice.
15 to 20.
Are you regretting that group shot now?
We're on the bottom. Keep going lower.
10 to 15?
Lower.
5 to 10.
Oh, sorry, 10 to 15.
6?
10 to 15. I got 11.
Oh, okay.
7.
6.
Nice, guys. Nice.
Taking my sweet time getting that house.
Roll!
Yeah, you honestly
I got a
last
20
ignition
from
weather
last
regardless,
ignition.
just where you're at right now.
Bring that roll every time.
I know,
Just
I
like-
want to.
I
I know I'm letting everyone down with my low rolls.
Hey, remember that time he got like 2 natural 20s in a row? Come on.
Remember that time you got like 6 nat 1s in a game?
I remember. Pepperidge Farm also remembers.
Which farm remember?
God damn it, that was perfect timing. So it's gonna be me first.
Oh, it's gonna be me first. I'm gonna
So-
boop the wizard.
I'm gonna boop the wizard. This one's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Also, this one move, and probably go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Alright. 2 on Seamus. 3 and a 9 plus 2. Was your AC 11?
It's 12, bitch.
Oh my god! Alright, so you narrowly avoid them as they kick up a bunch of snow as they swing their weapons. They look kind of clumsy as they swing, honestly. More fury than tact. The 2 on Alexia and Sawyer, let's see. A 3
I wish I had a
and the
push
4,
spell.
so they both also miss. As they come charging at you, you kind of like, are you wearing your armor?
No, I still
They
haven't
they
had
still
time
missed
to
the
put it
natural
on.
4.
Oh wait, we slept, didn't we?
Yes.
Oh, I put it on in the morning. I'm good.
Ugh.
That AC 20.
Okay. Still, this ring of both of you easily avoid. Let's say they hit the other guy. It's a natural 1 and a natural 18. Well, you're taking their shot.
You're gonna feel it.
We
maybe.
appreciate you.
We appreciate you. That's like such a nice thing to say. No one ever says that through the end anymore. I appreciate you.
Because they fucking suck.
Oh man.
Their goal is to eliminate
Alright.
players.
Disadvantage.
That's the wrong point of view. It's to tell a story in which we die.
I almost agree with that, but only almost.
Only so
I
much.
definitely agree with that. 10% chance of success.
Alright. So you see one of them slash at the other dwarf, and he kind of like blocks it with his shield, and the other one comes across, slams him into the shoulder with his axe, and it looks like it hurt a little bit, but not too much.
Only problem is when you get too drunk to DM, you just forget all the things.
Yeah, I try really hard not to do that. There's been a couple sessions where like I know I got too drunk, and I was like watching it back later, and I was like, fuck.
I forgot this and this and this.
That story took a turn.
Yeah, but it's been good so far. Anyway, so Alexia, you weren't next in the lineup while I take this shot.
Alright. I'll do rapid shot on the guy that's attacking me.
So you're gonna take a 5-foot step back,
Like a bitch.
at least.
Fuck them up.
Because you do not have that feat yet from the Sword or the Bow Initiate, and you never will because we're switching after this.
I believe in you. You can get Order of the Bow Initiate.
Awkward.
4.
I like Red Bull, but
9.
you might actually. I don't know. Depends how far the session goes. Where's my troll?
Huh?
I was looking for my troll.
He's on the internet somewhere.
That's a good joke.
Alright.
You have
so
any
we
bugs?
both
That was a
hit.
good joke. Sorry, what?
So the first one was higher than 18, and the second one was 18.
They both hit.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Come on.
18 and higher than 18, you said?
Yeah.
Okay.
3, 6, 9 total.
9 damage total. Alright. So I'm sorry, how much damage total?
9.
9. Alright. Next up is Seamus. So where you're at currently, to move it all will provoke 2 AOTs.
I cast sleep because it's a 10-foot radius.
Alright. On yourself.
Yup.
Alright, are you gonna try and resist the save?
Yes.
Alright. So what's the DC? It's 15, right?
Yes.
Alright, go ahead.
Woo! 18.
17 and a 16.
Fuck me.
So you you cast a spell, and like this huge cloud of smoke goes everywhere, and everyone coughs, including yourself. And then the smoke clears. There's looking around.
Help!
Swear, you're up.
Wait, so it's
Okay.
10 feet, like, in every direction?
Yeah.
Where I center it, so it can be like.
He centered it on himself though, so it's
So it just went.
yeah.
Okay.
It's 10 feet out regardless. So
Nice.
I figured, I got.
it would have been funnier if like all three of us failed, and so it's just like
Yeah.
everyone falls
I was
asleep.
hoping something
Pile
cool
on
like
top
that
of
would
each
happen. We're all just like napping.
They just start, like, cuddling with each other.
Swear, you're up.
Okay, I cast Blades of Blood.
Okay.
So
The sword eagerly,
I try not to think about that.
and the sword kind of it goes from its like black like kind of edge to like a blood edge on the tip.
I love that. Okay, and I'm gonna swing at the dwarf in front of me. So that
Or
would
the
be
creature in front of you.
yeah.
You don't know it's a dwarf.
Oh yeah. Well, I said, "Are these dwarves?" And no one answered me.
You've never seen one.
None of
Apparently.
us
Yeah.
know it's a
I
dwarf.
believe you got a
He's
natural
too far
one, so
ahead.
you've definitely never seen a dwarf in your life.
24 to hit.
That hits.
Okay.
And you're attacking the one from you. Okay.
Yeah. And D10.
Jesus Christ.
It's not that many dice.
It's like when I sneak attack in 5th.
8.
Except I roll
10,
8.
11, 12, 20, and
I think it's probably
20,
Wait,
27.
maybe, I don't know.
27 damage?
Yeah.
Alright, so you definitely like lunge out, and you deep gash, like it reels back almost, and like makes this incomprehensible like sound at you. It's like kind of a snarl and a hiss at the same time. Mikhail, you're up. You're still walking down the mountain at this point.
Mm-hmm.
So you arrive safely without making any kind of save. You arrive here.
Nice.
Goes back to me.
Can I... Is that my whole turn is just walking down?
So because
Okay.
you took it very slow, you basically delayed your attack till like next round.
Hey guys, what's going... Oh,
Yeah.
that's what's going on.
Thanks for the help, Mikhail.
You're welcome.
Gonna hit Alexia.
Where'd you finally get the hell
Gonna
down
miss
here?
Sawyer. Gonna hit Seamus.
I mean, I'm here. At least I'm not hiding somewhere.
I'm coming for you.
Yeah, we're a swish.
Right.
Yeah, where is
Alexia?
We left him in the cave.
Takes a step forward at you, and as he does, he lunges completely with his axe. He kind of slams his shield into you and parries falls up at the axe, taking 9 points of damage as he
Aw.
buries his axe into you.
What a
Sawyer, on the other hand, he does the same thing to you, but you easily just hold up the sword, and it takes all the brunt of all the force. Seamus, on the other hand. Oh, that sucks. That really sucks. You take 8 points of damage total.
Are they bleeding?
Yes.
Okay.
The one that you're fighting is.
Okay.
Yeah, so they both kind of like. It was like a missed choreography of like you're in the middle of both of them, and so as they swing at you both, you kind of like dodge into both of them. You still get hit, but not nearly as hard as they're trying to hit you. Dixie's to Alexia. Oh, actually, I guess you have to hit the other guy first. No, they miss on both attempts. Go ahead, Alexia.
rapid shot on the guy attacking me.
Okay. You gotta take a 5-foot step back. You can take a farther step back, but he gets AOP at that point.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
So natural 1.
No. 14.
14 misses.
Damn. Yeah. 23, 21.
Yeah, second one hits. So the first one you pull the arrow and you notch it back, you let go, and because you're taking a step backwards, you kind of slipped a little bit. And so the first one went over his head. The second one, however, landed clean and true. What'd you get?
2 damage.
2 damage. Alright. James, you're up.
What bag of tricks do I have?
Probably have a bag of dicks somewhere.
So that's for you later.
Oh shit. It's
Oh,
been
boy.
called out.
He just starts throwing dicks at my turn.
To open up the flap. Yeah!
I cast bag of cocks.
Chickens come out. That's not what I meant.
It's a dick attack.
But your tent is filled with chickens. There are no survivors.
As soon as the chickens take damage, it just starts going.
And like more
Hordes of
chickens.
chickens.
He tries again, and 20 Richards come out.
My name's Richard. I am Richard. Hello, Richard. Hello.
They're all super friendly too.
It seems we're all named Richard. Indeed.
Super effective.
It's like, well met, Richard.
I cast Fireball on myself.
Oh no.
Because that'll hit everybody but that one, including me and the dwarf.
Did you take a step forward? Oh no, that okay, all right, go
You're gonna
ahead.
die.
Oh no.
Everyone gets a reflex save. What does it?
You're gonna die.
Yeah, pretty much. What does the reflex save? It's 15, or
No, that's
is that your
it's a
spell?
higher spell level. It's 17.
17. All right. What's a natural 7, natural 2, natural 9, natural 4. Oddly enough, the one in the middle does make it with a natural 17.
Nice.
The
And
one
then
like
I got
right
a
next to him,
natural
just like,
1
I'm
on the last one.
good.
Is that the one fighting me?
The one not fighting you, or the dwarf in the middle that everyone's attacking made this save.
No, I missed the natural one.
Oh, is it going to hit these guys too?
No.
It's not hitting him.
These guys.
it's
Those
hitting-
guys, yeah. Okay, yeah, so that was 5.
17.
17? Alright.
And I think that might actually do me in.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
No,
Oh, Joe,
no,
you're gonna
I got
kill yourself.
1 hit point left.
Did you not make the save?
I didn't make the save. I got 1 hit point left.
Okay, so I gotta take another
It's like,
shot.
like
but,
falling to his knees, being like,
Like metaphor for you.
Yes, sir. How many more roll? So
Skadoosh.
half of 17 and 16 because you round down. So
Risk. The risk you take.
all right. So you see Seamus just kind of like start chanting something, and all of a sudden the area.
That's awesome.
This one in the middle manages to duck to the side and not take the full front of it. However, when the smoke kind of clears and the snow kind of settles, you see Seamus leaning on his stick, barely conscious. Everyone else on fire currently. The dwarf that actually made the save is like, "You're a madman!"
I like the cut of your jib.
Sawyer, you're up.
Okay. Is this guy, is the one attacking me still up?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But he's bloody.
I need to,
Wrong pipe.
Oh boy.
Roll to see if you keep down.
Wrong pipe.
Roll to see if you're a bitch.
Keep going. It hurts.
So, I'm going
That's what she
Take
said.
some water.
I'm going to move around him to get behind, to get within attack
Oh,
reach
is
of
there
the
one?
rest of the.
Sorry, what?
I'm going to go around him to get within attack reach of him and the other two.
So this is 3.5, so just moving will provoke the AOE.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright.
Is that from all 3 of them or just the first one?
Just the first one.
This is the first one. Your AC
20.
is 20?
Yeah,
Alright, so I got natural 19 plus 3.
so
So
that's fine.
gonna hit you for once.
Okay. I mean, you hit me earlier too.
Oh, well, that was also like a natural 18. So you're gonna take 6 points of damage.
Nice.
As you kind of like walk around, you feel something just kind of like tap you on your shoulder, and it doesn't even get past your armor, but it's enough force where you notice something hit you.
Okay. Ah, that kind of smarted.
He was like,
Seamus, I'm here to help.
Are you doing anything else? That's not your full movement,
No,
so you can still do
yeah.
something.
So I'm going to.
The story kind of says in the back of your mind, like, he's weak, destroy him! You can finish him now!
I'm getting you blood, not my allies' blood. Don't worry, your thirst will be sated today. It's still a 16.
That misses, unfortunately.
That misses?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine.
So as you you gear up for this huge swing, and as
So
you
it's
do
like
so,
you were
the
saying.
thing you're attacking, it kind of
Wait. Advantage, not advantage, sorry.
not 5th edition, no.
He's flanked. So I get a +2.
Are you on the other side of
No, I'm not. We're on the same
I'm not
side.
attacking this one, I'm
I'm
attacking
getting
one of the ones that's
flanked.
attacking him.
Yeah, so you
Yeah,
should be on the
no,
other
we're
side
flanked
of him in 3.5. So like,
Oh, yeah, the.
yeah, not 5th edition. I understand where you're coming from, but not
Yeah.
5th edition. So
Okay.
you just barely miss him though. So you gear up for this huge swing and you slash, and the dwarf takes a very, very quick, almost like desperate sidestep as you leave this huge crater in the ground. Snow flies everywhere, and he kind of looks to the sword. And he looks at you and he's like, "Whew."
Okay.
Mikhail, you're up. You are now part of the combat.
Yeah, sweet. Sorry, Alexia, I think you got this one. Seamus obviously needs help. I will provoke an AOP from this one. So
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 30.
What's your AC?
My AC is 18.
See? To barely avoid. You feel the wind and like almost the physical force of the axe come at you, but it just barely misses you.
And I will swing on the one right next to Seamus.
Okay.
He is being flanked. Whoa.
Yeah, so you're sneak attack.
Damn.
Wow. No,
Hit.
the critical range is 19 to 20. Why?
no.
27 to hit.
That hits, yeah.
Right. And takes 4, 8,
Do you want to join?
9, plus 5.
The boy.
Takes 14 damage.
Game went out
That's
early.
not what we were doing. Oh.
Awkward.
My roommate's going to the gym. I'm congratulating them. Going to the gym's good. Everyone go to the gym. Drink alcohol and water and go to the gym.
Yeah, I went this morning.
Not all at the same time.
I mean, you could. It's not that
Maybe
big a deal.
anything.
Challenge accepted.
Drunker sizing.
Yeah, like why do you think they
Don't
have the
use-
little
don't
thing you
bench
hold
press
on
weights
the
and
treadmill
drink.
for when you're
Just
drunk at the
careful
gym?
when you're-
Nikhil speaks the truth. I'm sorry. Whose turn is it? What's happening?
Oh,
I hit this.
Oh, right,
for
okay.
14.
14. Which one is it? This one on Seamus. So that, no, what is it?
that one also gets an AOP though.
Yeah, he already did that.
Oh, okay. Just checking.
God, you're just out for blood for your.
No, she wants me to die for some reason.
All right.
She'd be happy if somebody died.
And so at that, you come up behind it, and he's
A week
too
late.
busy trying to engage this frail
More damage than
man.
you in one
He's
turn.
swinging
Whoa,
down
whoa, whoa,
In
whoa.
one
You
turn
kind
that
of,
you've
like,
done this
do a
entire
back,
session.
do kind of a spin where you kind of like twirl around. Your back touches his back briefly, and you come around with your dagger, slip it between his ribs, and he kind of just like shudders for a moment, and like he tries to swing and just falls over and dies.
First kill.
So I know I talked to Alexia earlier, but can I say something to like everyone?
Sure.
So I kind of want to just be
Or,
like,
no, actually, it's not free action in this version, so no.
oh,
Talking?
It's not free action.
Can't
You're
say
1.5. It's your whole action. Well, talking is free.
He
Are you
wants
making
to
a,
talk.
are you making a check or
He wants to
talking?
talk to us.
I just wanted to talk.
You can talk, yeah.
He's just
Yeah.
doing this shit.
But if you're gonna do like a diplomacy or persuade, that's your whole fucking action for some reason.
No, I'm just like, why don't you stop picking on the old man and fight us?
I mean,
Who's us?
seeing how it's not a check of any kind,
Don't tell them to attack me.
you hear like that same kind of like guttural, just like it's like half hiss, half like sound.
In Dwarvish.
Actually, you who speak Dwarvish doesn't sound familiar.
I'm just kind of like,
Durgan.
oh, do I understand it? I speak Draconic and Goblin.
You do not understand it.
Oh.
So next up is gonna be again. This is gonna walk towards you, try and swing at you. We got one on Alexia missing. One on Sawyer
bitch.
missing. Second one Sawyer missing.
Oh, is this guy attacking me now?
Yeah.
Sweet.
On the other guy misses.
That was the intention.
Oh, that actually hits. So you see the other dwarf, the one that's not attacking you, currently fighting the other ones off. He takes a very serious hit to his back. Alexia, you're up.
Rapid check.
Okay.
Oh, 15.
Misses.
You're stepping back to do that, right?
Yep.
Not level 6 yet in 3.5.
24, 22.
That second will hit, yeah.
Oh, nailed it. 9.
9 damage? Alright. Alright. Yeah, this time the arrow buries itself deep inside of his chest, and like he tries to pull it out, and he's just like, "Ugh," no, he just leaves it in there. James, you're up. You see, you can tell Sawyer's like got your back right now, but you guys are both surrounded at this point.
One or two puny enemies are nothing.
I shocking grasp this one.
Okay, so touch attack.
$13.
That'll hit. You can tell you get like as you reach out and try and touch him with your electrical hand, the very, very tip of your hand managed to grab onto something physical as you try to duck backwards.
19.
19 damage, alright.
SWAT. It would have been a +3 if he's wearing metal armor too, so.
You're not wearing metal. Okay, so.
That's an important thing to remember.
2,
Yeah.
4. So 19 damage, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so he kind of like convulses in your grasp and like you feel electricity charge from your hand to him and he kind of just like flails in place and just like fried as he falls over, smoke exhausting off of him. Poof.
Wait, so he's not dead? He's
He is
taken
not
28
dead.
damage and 17 damage.
That one was only taking
Oh, okay.
27 from you the first time you hit him.
He got hit by the fireball too.
He did not get hit by the fireball.
Yeah, he made a save.
Oh, okay. I thought he was the one who got the 1.
No, it was only the 5 around you guys.
Yeah, because there was 2 here, that one, that one, that one.
He's only taken
the one behind me.
he's only taken 27 from you so far.
Okay, I thought your fireball hit the 5.
I can't rewind this stuff.
Yeah, no,
It's fine.
He was out of
Okay.
range. He's only taken 27 from you so far. But he is on like your last leg.
James, did you kill that like dwarf? Or you just like
So you're up.
Alright. I'm going to clobber the one. This
I'm
one.
almost
Okay.
dead. Like, I was like, there was no unlimited power. It was
21.
What's your minimum damage?
My minimum damage.
Yeah. Is it more than 3? Okay,
Yeah.
he dies.
Okay.
You kind of bunt up with that blade of the bottom of your sword. Just
And he falls.
yes.
Okay.
Go ahead and mark that. Remember, you gotta keep track of enemies you kill now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so I've killed 2 today.
Yeah. Just in, like total, keep track of all the enemies
Oh,
you
okay.
killed from now on. Yeah, and so you kind of like hit him with the back of the pommel of the blade, and he kind of falls over. Or, like he was on his last leg, anyways. And a small like kind of wisp like flows up from the mouth of the dwarf and like flows to the sword and disappears. Mikhail, you're up.
step over here, and I will swing.
Okay.
Does a 16 hit?
16 does not hit.
Now, does he? Is this guy an ally?
Yes.
So that kind of flanking?
Yeah, I added that.
Okay. Yeah. So even.
Oh, okay. You got it.
Yeah. Alright, so he's gonna swing.
I would have killed him if I hit. That was going to be my 3rd hit in a row.
Alright, so. Alright, so the one turns around to you and lashes at you, hits you with like the very blunt side of his axe for 6 points of damage. Alright, and again, the dwarf is not fighting you guys currently. He takes another, like, lethal blow. Like, it hurts a lot. You can tell that he's staggered at this point. Alexia, you're up.
Alright, rapid chat.
Is he like unarmed?
No, he's got a
Oh,
big
okay.
warhammer, actually.
That's not bad. Alright, so
He doesn't
20.
hit you. I can't hit to save my life.
Woo! Who's getting hit?
Is that natural 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
But I got 20 on the first one, so the first one
So
hits.
let's see if you do hit someone else.
Hold on,
who
let
are
me
you
do the
aiming at?
damage for the first one. Okay. That guy
Literally,
gets hit with the
literally
first
the only one in range is
Yeah.
Mikhail.
one. Oh, what?
Because you're
Sawyer's
shooting,
closer.
forward, right?
Yeah.
So the only one who could be hit is Sawyer or Mikhail. So let's see if you hit him.
Yeah, but they kind of just go wherever with the net one.
No, I've been doing it to where if
Are you
they're-
trying
if
to
it's
hit me?
possible. If it's possible to hit them, they will. But no one's in the area but Mikhail.
Ooh, a penny.
Yeah, because the possibility is that it can soar over his shoulder and
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
randomly hit
and
me.
so it's the first arrow indeed that soars over his shoulder. You miss your shot entirely. And
No,
you
the first one I hit
The
him.
second one.
Thank you.
You shoot him with the first one. It succeeds. How much damage do you do for it?
I don't know. Fucking roll for it. 3.
3 damage. All right. Third
That's what
one.
you get for assassin.
First shot brushes past his shoulder. You can tell you cut him a little bit. The second one, you're like, I'm gonna finish him with this. You pull out the arrow and you fire. However, the wind caught it just the way wrong time as it soars over his shoulder, and then you see it head straight for Mikhail. Mikhail, however, you have a sixth sense at this point, and you kind of turn, and he goes right past your face.
You just see him like fly the bird as it goes by. Just
Do you take your shot, by the way?
Nope.
It goes to Seamus.
Bless my soul, Seamus on a roll.
I swing my stick at that one.
Oh.
Oh, I don't hit.
What'd you get?
12.
That is, yeah. So you're up.
Okay. I'm gonna go to this dwarf. I'm gonna go the dwarf close enough to the dwarf that I can hit this other one. And
Okay.
I'm gonna blade the blood again.
Again, the blade just kind of like as you cut your hand along the sword, it like absorbs it immediately, and then the edge of the sword becomes crimson red.
Natural one!
Yay!
Would you like a shot, my friend?
Now, it stays until the next hit. So I don't lose it. It just misses.
I'm gonna say with the wind and the storm, however, go ahead and make me a...
Oh no.
Let's just do a normal strength check with disadvantage.
What's disadvantage?
Yeah, because you roll a natural one.
Okay. Okay, so normal strength check, 13.
13? Yeah. You feel it kind of like... You feel your grip on the sword start to loosen, but you're like, wait, no, and you hold on to it and manage not to let go of it. You kind of like swung, and like the weight of the wind, like at the particular moment, a huge gust of wind happened. You were not prepared for that at all, and you kind of like, whoa! And the sword slipped out of your hand briefly, but you caught it.
Now let's not go escaping now.
You hear the sword go, imbecile.
Hey, what did we say about calling people names?
Mikhail, you're up.
Richie, would you like a shot?
He's down. Remember, Game Drunks, we think you should drink responsibly. If you know your limits, if you're going to get sick or not enjoy yourself afterwards, don't do it.
Do it anyway.
Don't do it anyway. Don't listen to Heat. No, that's why he's grounded.
Oh,
Remember,
disadvantage. The rest
he
of
has
the time.
he has dementia.
But when we start playing Lotus Festival Part 2, I totally support you. Don't worry about it. Like, don't hinder my character in the slightest.
I'm going to attempt and swing at the guy in front of me again. Actually, no. Before that, I'm going to attempt to feint on him.
Okay.
So he gets his sense motive plus his bad.
It's a natural 20, my friend.
I also did not get a natural 20, so don't worry about it.
Everyone drink for that nat 20.
Oh, man.
Sure.
Yeah,
And,
I'm sorry. You kind of like jump at them, and he's just like, you can't even tell if he
it's
knows.
just like, really, bruh? Really?
You can't even tell if he noticed. It's one of those things where like these creatures just so hard to read. They seem like in this kind of fury constantly.
So yeah, I'll just swing normally on him.
Okay. Let me still get your sneak attack if you hit anyways.
16.
But this is unfortunately again narrowly just whoosh, right past.
Alright, I'm done.
So it's on to me. Alright. Natural 20. Oh my god.
I'm gonna die.
I doubt it.
It's a possibility.
Oh my god, another natural 20. I'm
Oh my
not.
God.
I'm. Look at it. I'm not fucking making it. Look at it.
It is.
Look at it. I'm not making this shit up.
Who's dead?
Everyone.
What's
Rob's
interesting?
dead now.
So, here's what happens. This one on Mikhail swings at him and misses entirely. This one swings on him. Hits. Definitely hits. You can see that definitely hurts as well. To the point where this guy that you don't even know, he looks like he's on his last leg. However, he kicks his warhammer up, and just swings at him, and like you hear the crack as it connects with this other fucking dwarf. See how much damage he got.
You mean creature of indeterminate appearance? Or race?
Yeah.
These smaller than average
Wow,
looking
that-
humans.
Max damage too. So he swings on him. Oh, it's still alive. Okay, so he swings on him. Yeah, you hear this huge crack kind of echo across the mountaintops as he withdraws his huge maul from this other kind of creature, and there's this huge crater in the side of his head. Half of his face is smushed in, and he just drops to the ground.
Pog champ, dude.
I got a natural 20 for the good guy and the bad guy. Alexia, you're up. You're slowly whittling them down. Slowly.
Slowly.
Yeah.
Did he move up and swing on her?
I believe in you.
Yeah, he missed.
Alright, I'm just gonna.
Everyone missed. Oh,
Ah!
well, except for the two natural
You
20s.
just sidestep him. I think.
Aren't you like on like the ledge now?
I don't know, where the fuck
No,
am
there's no ledge here. This is actually a pretty wide area.
I? Alright, good. I'm gonna invoke Blackthorn and hope I just like.
Okay, good. So you feel like the normal, like, smooth wood of your bow, it kind of like erupts into spikes. You feel that familiar feeling as it spikes into your hand, starts drawing some of your own blood.
Your hands have got to be like calloused over and ugly as sin at this point.
Wow.
They are. The
They
arrow
are.
you have notched currently explodes into thorns itself as you withdraw them like a. What'd you get?
21.
That hits. Yeah, no, if you look at her hands, actually,
God
there's
damn it!
the scar on like the very center of her hand that has not. It's always there at this point.
I've noticed it during cuddle time.
5 total.
5 total.
It's like, wow, it's like such a certain part of your hand is really raw.
Are you rapid shot at all, or?
No, that's the one.
Think about it this way, my character
So you
is
shoot your
6'4".
one arrow, and it definitely embeds itself. And like he squeals almost. He's just like, ah, as like this thorny kind of like prickly arrow embeds itself in him. And he like tries to touch it and like hurts himself. And he's like, "What is this?" Basically, is the gesture you get from him. Seamus, you're up. Are you moving? He misses you. Don't worry.
Sup, bitch? Shocking grasp. No, 19.
That hits.
Yeah, it definitely hits.
What's your minimum damage? Is it 1?
He only needed one
And he
more.
rolled, like,
God, that son of a bitch.
5.
Kill steal!
Fuck.
Yeah, as you let loose your arrow, and you kind of see him just kind of like trying to grab this thorny arrow inside him. You see someone come behind him, just kind of touch his head, and he just convulses. Electricity surges through, and he just falls over.
Dibs.
Sawyer, you're up. There's one left standing.
Okay.
Just throw it.
I'm attacking, and it's cocked.
2.
You don't. It's cocked between 18 and 2 on this.
Go ahead and roll it.
Okay.
If it was truly cocked.
Much better. Much better.
He is. No, he's not playing for me, I guess. So there's no one on the other side.
Wow.
But that is 17.
That hits. That
Okay.
barely hits.
Perfect.
Better than
Okay.
the 16
I'm
we
shocking
rolled
grasp.
earlier.
Through the sword.
Okay.
Okay. So let's do. It's not my correct dice. I need.
You still have your
Why am
points
I
of blood
losing my
damage,
D10?
right?
Yes, I do. So this is gonna be fun.
Let's see. How much
How
damage
many?
you do.
Can I borrow some D6s from people?
You cannot borrow any of mine.
Okay.
They're DM dice, not for players.
Okay, so there's 4, 5, 6, and I'm gonna need to do 3 more dice after this.
Okay. Let me
Okay.
know when you get to 13 damage.
Yeah, he has one.
yeah.
Alright. So easily, without any effort,
Okay.
your sword pulses electricity. You
Thank
feel
you.
that you see that crimson edge on your blade shoot up the side of it, and you strike down. The thing you fire, the thing you swing at doesn't even know what to do. Is it kind of just sees its doom, and you easily just whoosh, cleave it almost in half as you go from shoulder down to the side, and it's barely hanging together by a thread as it falls to the ground.
As it's doing that, can I reach out my hand and shoot a blast of energy at it?
No, because you were not drunk.
Damn it.
However, you see that familiar kind of like wisp as like it floats to the sword out of the body.
MVP, bitch!
You hear the sword say in your head like these souls are corrupt. They are not worthy.
Oh shit. What do you mean by corrupt?
They have been tainted by some other magic.
Well, let's
James,
see
I'm
what we
gonna
can
go
do
ahead
to
and
find you
offer you
non-corrupt
some,
souls.
Seamus laid
2
hands on
Cure
my
Light
lady
Wound
without us knowing.
potions. DH
I'll
plus
be
3.
fine, I say, as like my like lower
Dude,
jaw's
that's in a row.
broken.
Yeah,
you're
so-
about fine.
The dwarf that was fighting with you guys, he walks up, hammer swung over his shoulder, and he's like, "What brings you up here?
You do, good sir.
You be looking for me then."
looking for your kind, rather, your kin, and I say that in Dwarvish.
Am I gonna learn?
He says back in Dwarvish, "Aye, you're a right cunt. Shooting fireballs at me."
You crotchety bastard.
Well, I was either that or I was going to get chopped to bits.
I like your style, man.
What seems to be the deal with your brethren, or I guess not really brethren, they're wearing skin flaps, they appear to be weird fleshy looking people, and they're different.
Aye, these were once my brothers, but not anymore.
What happened to them?
Aye. Do you know anything about the mist?
Of course, it's everywhere.
So you're from down below then?
Yes.
Aye.
I didn't live on this mountain, if that's what you mean.
Well, the thing about my people is we were safe in the mountains when all this madness started to happen.
Why did they sound Scottish?
Because I can't do a dwarf voice.
Oh,
What the fuck
okay.
up?
I'm just checking.
What's the door sound like?
Oh my god.
And so all we're hearing is
Really deep.
Oh yeah, they are speaking in Dwarvish, so like,
Yeah.
you're not even like sure what's happening.
doesn't it feel weird to be left out of conversation?
No.
I suppose I'd like to start searching the bodies then.
I'm
since
usually
I
the one
can't
that people are
understand what
talking
they're
about.
saying.
You didn't really find.
This is a
they
nice
have basic
relief.
weapons, and so you see that like the axes they were
Unless
carrying,
the
like the
crotchety
shields they were
bastard's
carrying.
talking about me.
The shields have dents in them. They have like scratches in them.
Rubbish.
Some of them are cracked. The
Good shit.
axes
They're
themselves
right.
are all wielding like the same thing. Like they're
Nope.
cracked and they've not been maintained at all.
Yes.
The armor they're wearing, it's made of some kind of hide, and like you kind of examine it, you're like, this is not an animal.
Mm-hmm. They have any gold on them?
No.
Bad now.
And here he goes, when all this madness began, my people were safe from it. So much so, you humans started seeking refuge inside the cave, inside the mountain. My father, Thraldin, he was a good man. Well, a bit greedy, but who isn't I?
Well, we came seeking a way to stop this mist, and we were led to your folk mostly because you have a way of crafting particular objects of immense power.
Aye, that's why I'm here as well.
Mm.
See, I used to live in this mountain.
So you haven't been here for a while, then I take it.
No. I escaped with the others.
Escape. So this problem has been plaguing this place for a while.
Perhaps it's best we set up camp before I regale you with the tale.
Sounds good to me. I could use a nap.
Yeah, and I mean,
Wait, Seamus, what did he say?
I look at you. Dwarf, 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 dwarf.
yeah, and I mean, at this point, you guys have been traveling for a couple hours, and yet, no more than a couple hours. Most of your day was getting to this point. And it's about 4 in the afternoon, so like it's only a couple hours off from how I usually travel. And he tells you in Dwarvish, since you spoke to him in Dwarvish, just like, took a bit more damage than I expected, and I could use a rest.
I apologize about that.
Says, aye, a lot of that was you, I might say.
I look to them and say, "Is he a dwarf?"
I look back at you, dwarf.
I'm gonna take that as a yes.
So you, what do you guys do upon Seamus's, like, advice, basically? He turns back to you guys and tells you
Can I,
about
like-
all this, and...
Tell, just from the way he's acting, like this might be another one of his, like, old person episodes.
You can certainly try it. Just do a sense motive check in general. You don't have to oppose it, because, like...
Oh. $18?
What does he get off you? How are you? How does he perceive you with an 18?
Hey, you've just been going dwarf, 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 dwarf.
I am consciously fucking with you guys. Very subtly.
I just like roll my eyes. Whatever.
So, yeah, you can tell that he's like serious about it, but he's also been fucking with you guys. So you're like,
I'm just in the back of my mind. I'm like, just wait until we find some goblins. I'll be able to talk to them and fuck with you too.
you Those are my favorite. Would you save me
jeez.
one?
Good. Yeah.
No.
Maybe. Depends
Dwarf.
on what he pulls out of his magical box.
Be happy
Just
to
pulling them out at random.
to give you something in return.
You want the blue one?
No, I want the black cherry one. It's my favorite.
Please take the blue one.
You all heard
Okay, I'll take the blue one, but I also want the black cherry one.
You all heard
The blue one is
He'll get
pineapple
something in
coconut.
return.
Okay, I want the black cherry one.
Ew.
Like we talked about.
I'll take the blue one.
Why are we talking about alcohol and not dwarfisms?
Anyway, yeah,
In
so
all seriousness, ask him if he can lead us to the top of the mountain.
He understands common, I say.
Well, fine! Lead us to the dwarves!
your party members are a bit
Look, man.
something.
She's on the
So that got a bit of coconut aftertaste.
So brief description of this guy, if you guys care at all. So he's wearing kind of like a fur cloak around him, but he is actually wearing plate mail, just like you. Not made of mithril, but you can tell he's wearing like very battle-hardened plate mail.
things.
He's got the hammer he's wielding is two-handed, and it's got this very, very nice like maul to it. The handle itself is made of like metal and silver, like kind of gold and silver, and then the maul itself has this emblem on it that you can't quite make out. He's got like gold braid beard all the way down to his waist. He's currently wearing like a kind of like a helmet with like a typical dwarven. He's got like horns on it. But he kind of like he takes it off and you guys start setting up camp. He's like this long like gold hair kind of like falls out of it.
He's got a gold braided beard.
Yeah.
Knowledge to ability.
Sure. Go ahead. Actually.
Okay.
And just for thinking of that, I'll give you not advantage, just normal.
Okay.
Because you've never seen a dwarf, so never mind.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. 8 plus 13, so 21.
21. So as you've never seen a dwarf before, you have, however, heard of the Karn Mountain dwarves. It's the kind of same thing that Seamus remembered earlier. You know that they're huge when it comes to metals and ores and like things from the mountain. They dominate. Everyone uses their stuff. They make a large profit. You do know of the king of the Karn Mountain, Thraldon Blazehammer, and you do remember he has a son named Belgal Blazehammer.
I say, so you look mighty fancy. At least I would assume.
He kind of like looks at you, like blood kicking his
Yeah.
armor and stuff, and he's like, "Aye, so to you.
Well,
I suppose it's not hard to impress up here."
I say, so, what was it, Belgal?
Belgal.
Belgal. So I say, would you happen to be Belgal?
And how would you know that? And he kind of grips the hammer.
I've heard a bit about your people, and looking at your braided beard, and seeing how you bear yourself in combat, you could only be dwarven nobility.
Go ahead and make a diplomacy check.
Okay. Give me a good roll, damn it.
Nope.
Okay. I still got a good diplomacy check, so.
Yes.
I was trying to get
okay,
this.
so that's also. Oh wait, no. Did I put more
Still
points in
missed.
that?
Still
Okay.
failed.
It's
Still failed.
9 plus 4, so 13.
13. He goes, it's normal for you to be impressed by my beard. Perhaps you could grow one yourself someday.
I've attempted, but it just comes in patchy.
It helps when you get old.
I'll take that into consideration.
Yeah, so you guys, I assume, spend the next hour setting up camp, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
No.
No?
To them.
Yeah, sure. If he's that injured, we should.
We
wait.
already have a fire, apparently.
Oh, yeah, he insists. He's like, well, if I'm going to tell you the story, you might as well be comfortable.
Campfires.
And I took a bit too much damage back there, and you kind of see him, like, splotching his own wounds with, like, medicine, and just kind of, like, basically bandaging himself. He's taking a lot of, like, hits, and he spends the next, like, 10 minutes, like, taking his plate mail off, basically. He takes off his cape, it's, like, this furry clip, and he takes off his helmet, and he takes off, like, his plate mail, like, you can see that he's got, like, these deep gashes in him. And he starts just kind of, like, wiping them down, just trying to, like, stop the bleeding, basically. Oddly enough, he's not bothered by the cold, though.
While he's spending that time taking off his armor, I said to the sword, so, you know about me, but what about you? Tell me about yourself.
I'm gonna need more than that, but depending on what you say, go ahead.
I just said that.
That's all you say?
I say I would like to know more about such a magnificent weapon.
Make a diplomacy check.
Okay. I get another fucking 13 because it bounced off my damn thing.
13.
Yeah.
You don't hear anything.
Right.
You kind of hear like this kind of like again, it's an inanimate object, but whenever it talks to you, you can like get the vibe of what it's doing, and you swear it just very sarcastically smirked at you.
Okay. You don't want to talk right now. I'll ask later.
So yeah, you guys take the next hour to set up, and everyone kind of tends to their own wounds, and you guys are sitting around the fire, and the sun has definitely gone down now, and the mist has arrived, and it kind of suppresses the fire in front of you like you guys are used to, but you guys do manage to stay warm around it. I just broke the clippy on my pencil.
Again.
It's like a nervous habit to touch that, and like sometimes they're so
Why are you
fragile that it
nervous?
just snaps off. Because I can't do a dwarf voice, and I'm like intimidated by it.
It's just that
really
attractive
deep.
to all of us.
It's just like.
Yeah, so you guys are sitting around the campfire. Do any of you want to say anything before I start?
Nope.
No, I'm just gonna listen to the story.
Dwarf, dwarf, dwarf. Dwarf, dwarf.
I'm just cleaning the sword off.
Okay.
It's got weird blood on it.
I go, may I see that?
Yeah, so as you guys cleave into these other dwarves, the blood was black, not red.
I'm actually going to ask, may I see that thing?
My blood is back.
I'm afraid it doesn't like other people to touch it. Am I compulsed at all not to let him see it?
Yeah, no. As soon as he even suggests you hand it over, it's not even like a kind thing. You're just like, how dare he? And you're kind of miffed about
Just
it.
like turn into Bilbo from the Fellowship of the
Well,
Ring.
not entirely, but like you're kind of miffed about it. You're like, how dare you even suggest that?
Yeah. I say, the sword doesn't really like to be touched by anyone else. You can look at it.
Wait. It doesn't like to be touched by anyone else. I squint my eyes at you.
It's talked to pretty much everyone here.
Hold on, you have an intelligent artifact, and you have yet to mention this to me.
It didn't come up. We've been fighting and traveling, and
It's none of your
honestly,
business.
I don't really like the look in your eye.
I go, here. I cast Identify on it. Go.
Yeah. So
And there goes a pearl.
Why you look so excited when you do that?
So you do so, and you immediately recognize its properties. You know everything he knows about it, damage-wise, and what it can do, and what its capabilities are. And then it kind of goes further beyond that, and like you kind of like look past the sword for a moment, and you see this kind of like shadowy entity as you try to identify what this thing is. And then you get this awful headache as you do so, and you're just like, it's like you're being forced out of it, and you just kind of like come to, and you're like, wow, that hurts.
So it's D10 damage.
Oh.
19 to 20 crit.
It's 18 to 20 crit.
Oh, 18 20. I have 19 20 right here.
Yeah, it's 18.
Fix that.
It's got
It
keens.
does 1d6 fire damage. And 3d6 to lawful creatures. Does not like anybody not strong enough to wield it. And it wants blood and souls.
It's a soul eater.
Huh?
It's a soul eater.
Oh, yeah. It likes
Does it get to know
souls.
its name as well?
Embermorn.
The blade is called Embermorn, and it is, if I had to take a gander, it sucks souls to some outer world entity which it is a tendril of.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty much what I know about it.
Be careful it doesn't take you.
I've tried to be rid of the sword, but it seems attached to me, and I'm attached to it. Strangely enough.
I love it. Get it away.
Such a good response. That's perfect. And yeah, like just like everyone else who's coming in contact with it, you do see yourself for a moment. You're just like, you're old, but yet you kind of see that thing that like, although Seamus wants to die, he sees that thing at the very deep, dark corner of his heart, where like he's this very well respected wizard, this very well respected like person. He's got like money and fame and women. At your side is the sword. that very deep, dark part of himself that like wants to keep living.
Push my ego out of the way. Swallow it back down. I'm old. I can barely get a boner. Get out of here.
You find yourself strangely getting a chub looking at those women. It's not a full erection, but it's close enough.
It's a nerd.
Pull yourself together.
Like I said, like you have this huge headache now because like it's like you tried to like look inside of it and it definitely rejected you.
Oh, evil. It's evil.
I highly agree.
Did you write down the description of it at all?
I want
Me?
Yeah. What the sword looks like?
I cannot remember. No, I didn't write that. I didn't have the sword at
Yeah.
first.
So it is this. The blade itself is black, but like I'm looking into it as like a mirror. Basically, like it's so shiny and reflective. It's got this silver kind of like hilt to it, where it's got these 4 different like demonic looking wings kind of spread out on both sides. In the very center of it is this huge red gem. And then going down the handle of it, the pommel is also this like kind of demonic looking endy with like red gems inside of it.
I don't like that you have that.
Yeah, you
For 2 different reasons. One, I'm compulsed to because I want it for myself. Another, that I don't want anybody to have that.
You were actually there when they found it. It was one of the sessions you weren't here, but like while you were trying to scramble past like to get the treasure that turned out to be fake, they were busy fighting amongst themselves trying to get that. Meanwhile, you were trying to just like, I want more treasure, and you were just trying to get past it, but you were held back.
I tried to destroy the sword, but at the last moment,
I won.
I was consumed with want for the blade.
And I brought you down.
That was such an epic moment.
For myself.
You guys should watch that episode. It's like 2 episodes back.
So good.
It was so fucking epic. You guys should watch it.
I beat Alexia. I beat Alexia up with my bare fist while she was stabbing me,
And I won.
and I
I came
won.
out the victor. I had the sword.
They were all knocked out.
Anyway, moving on.
Campfire stories.
Yeah, campfire stories. No, this is great. Go ahead, keep talking, guys. I'm just saying, moving on from that subject.
Alright, well, while he's telling his story where we're like camping out, I need to refill my quiver, so just.
Yeah, you can do that. It takes like 5 minutes to like pull arrows out of your bag or your bag of holding at this point and just be like, here you go, 20 arrows again.
And you have your shit, right? Do you want your shit?
I already have the armor on. Yeah.
Okay. Are you wearing it currently or?
Yes.
Okay.
While there's still time, I do tell Seamus about how I try to get rid of the sword. Now, it does kind of scare me that I have it. I try to act good, but the sword is trying to get me to steer more towards my darker impulses.
Then give it to me.
We tried
I'll
that.
give it its impulses.
Yeah, as she says that, she's like, just give it to me. The sword is just like unworthy. As
Fuck
much
you!
as much as it pains you don't hear that. As much as it pains me to say it, you're the only one capable right now.
So, the moment you find someone more capable who's willing to fulfill your dark impulses.
That's yet to be decided.
Anyway, yeah, so I do tell you all that stuff.
Creepy thing. I love it.
Belgal just kind of pipes up. Are you done bickering about yourselves?
A little. Little, I mean short, dwarf!
You notice as you talk about the sword to Seamus, he kind of just rolls his eyes at you. He's not even fazed by it. He's just like, okay, anyway.
I mean, a little gratitude might be nice.
I'm sure I would have had it.
Looked like it.
I'm more than meets the eye. I've got a bit more tricks up my sleeve.
Oh, I believe you. You look very, very talented, but even the strongest warrior would be overwhelmed by a larger number.
I had them right where I wanted them, but still, your help was appreciated. And that's why I'm telling you the story. And I gather around children.
You just call those children?
Children.
Okay. I was gonna say, you're shorter than all of us.
Probably
Actually,
older
dwarves
than-
are medium-sized.
Probably older than all of you guys, though.
Most likely.
Don't
Well,
care.
she's a half elf. She could live around
They,
as
they,
long as a dwarf.
they,
Yeah.
age, they age the same as
Yeah.
humans. They live like 20 years longer, but they age the same as humans for my world.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, continue with
You're
your
definitely prettier than the average human, but you'll live till like
story.
80, like 100, maybe like 80
Not as
to
many
100.
switch though.
80 to 120 as opposed to like living to like 50, 60,
Oh,
70.
yeah, I got time.
Yeah. Anyway, he goes, tells the Tall One suspected, I am the prince of this here mountain. Belgal Blazehammer at your service.
Sawyer Duhane?
Anyone else?
Continue with your story.
No.
What a stuck-up rude person. Go sit in that corner. You used to be tolerable. What happened?
My patience grows weak.
As no one else says anything,
Get
he
finished
just
with this
continues.
quest and do what we need to do.
It's my father, Throlden Blazehammer, was the king of this here mountain. My people experienced a large amount of wealth.
Oh.
We did good for ourselves.
Hmm.
We were on the tongue of every noble and every merchant here in the cities. Eventually that greed got to my father, though.
Ooh.
And when all this mist began about, our mountain seemed impervious by it. We never had to deal with it. See, we lived inside the mountain. Night and dark meant nothing to us. So my father, in an attempt to make more money and gain more profit, he started letting refugees in who could give him what he wanted, enough money to satisfy him. One day, a traveler came, wielding this magnificent black jewel. It immediately enthralled my father. He had never seen anything so beautiful. The traveler spoke courtesy and flattery and said all the right things. But as he presented to my father, he began whispering some kind of dark incantation, and from the stone itself the mist sprang forth inside the mountain. It seemed to be more powerful than the stuff outside as it began to immediately drive my kinfolk crazy. Only a handful of us got out.
No.
Those who knew the passages, those who knew the way out. Those things we fought earlier, that's the result. And so, as you said, we do have artifacts that combat the darkness, but they're deep inside the mountain. I'm
Is
here to
there any way
reclaim
to
them.
get to them?
If you know the way.
Do you?
Do you know the way?
So it sounds like what you need is some added muscle.
You seem formidable yourself, but you're no dwarfs. You might get lost along the way.
Then lead us.
I don't know about that.
Why not?
Well, to be honest, I don't like the look of you.
Doesn't
Mutter
like the
into
look of
some
you,
dark
Seamus.
blade, arguing amongst yourselves.
Seamus.
Oh, we're friends. This is how we show affection.
What did this stranger look like?
I
He
didn't
was
see
the
his face.
traveler.
It was a traveler.
He was covered in robes, his face masked.
Because we've met the source of the mist, and we're trying to find a way to destroy it. It's the whole reason we came here to the Karn Mountains.
It's a brave task. You think you're up to it?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I think I'll die in the process, honestly.
Yeah, that's fine. We're okay with
We may not be up to it, but we like to try, and it seems like we're the only ones attempting to.
Me. He kind of takes this long pause of a moment, looks at all of you, and he goes, "You may not be perfect, but you got your hearts in the right place."
Sure. Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Try to help you the best I can.
Just throw him.
And we'll do our best to help you. It'd be nice to see these mountains up and running again. The people depend on you.
This is, it would be nice to help the people, but it's not my main quest.
Of course, but if it happens because of it,
Don't think you understand. See, my people, a couple hundred of us survived, maybe. The rest are those things you saw now, including my father.
you could rebuild. Rely on the people in the village.
So what is it that you want?
Seeking the same thing you are, the artifact to purge darkness.
What would you do with it, young noble?
I'd find the source of this darkness and destroy it.
Well, that seems to align with our quest.
Our interests are the same.
If And what do you know of it?
It is some sort of demiurge, demigod, not quite sure, divine being for sure, but of evil purpose, an entity that appears to toy with adventurers.
Kidnaps princesses.
It
Corrupts young girls.
floats around in a castle that seems to teleport.
How's my new castle?
Nearly impossible to predict where it's going to pop up next, but you're only allowed to enter if it permits it.
We found it once. We can find it again.
This is new to me. I didn't find that guy.
That's true. This is the first you're hearing of it. You weren't there.
Maybe that's exactly how I'll get in. He suspects them.
What?
I'm just seeing if you said anything in that.
No, they got it all covered.
Yeah, no, he takes this long kind of pause and looks at you guys and just like, do we leave in the morning?
Yes.
I
Rufalin, I sleep.
Switch kind of wakes up momentarily and he's like, what did I miss? What's going on?
everything. Go back to sleep.
No. I cast Rufalin on everybody. Just
Oh, saves?
yep.
Natural 20.
What kind of save is it?
Well saved.
Natural 20. I'm not. Look at it. I'm not.
Yeah, I make it.
Natural
17.
20. I got a natural 20.
8.
Everyone drink
I'm
It's
it.
out.
like somebody's out cold.
I'm out.
17. What's the save?
So, nat 20.
15.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I'm not joking. Natural 20.
For who?
For
The dwarf
Yeah.
or Swish?
Oh, I gotta roll for him too. No, he passes out.
Nat 1!
Actually, no. He's only 15. Yeah, he makes it.
Damn.
But he goes back to sleep anyway. He's just like, okay.
He's a
Does not resist.
So, who's all awake?
You don't get to choose where you flop.
I don't want to flop that thing.
You're gonna wake up with an uncomfortable, old, wrinkly hand somewhere.
I'm gonna put her in her tent.
Thank you, sir.
Alright, so regardless, morning comes.
He
Where-
protects
Whenever you
me.
choose to go to
That
sleep yourself,
skeezy
morning
old-
comes. And
Man, Lester.
Oh god.
you guys who have been waking up at 6 a.m., you were surprised to find that this dwarf is awake at 5 a.m.
This guy.
He's like swinging this hammer around, like picking up his camp and everything. Like you're kind of awoken by this noise. And he's just like, "Come on, then. I got morning to do.
I see some rations.
We're
I'm
not
done
morning.
cooking breakfast.
We ain't got time for that fancy stuff. Come on, let's go."
Home.
I go, how far is it?
Does anyone not fun now?
Where is it?
He says, it's easy to find if you know where to look.
Can you point me in the direction?
He goes, he just points towards the trail.
Lead the way.
Actually, he points up.
Oh,
Perfect!
he's gonna die.
As I just go,
Yeah, you cast fly and it just looks like more mountains to you. You don't see anything spectacular.
I fall back down. I cast fly on him. Show me where! His feet kind of go, ooh.
He's like, well, that's a neat trick.
Ooh, I can show you the world.
Shining, shimmering.
Stop.
Splendid.
Tell
me more.
He goes, we're a lot closer than you think. Now come on, stick the trail.
So good.
I just want to beat everybody there.
Dude, he passed me.
So you guys walk along the edge, and he goes, between two giant rocks here is a secret entrance, only by the dwarfs.
Secrets.
Says we're almost there. I was about to go in until those bastards ambushed me. You see, they're protecting the entrance.
Dwart-dur. Dwart-dur.
So it's another one of those trails where it's single file only. You guys are way too big to like go side by side. He takes the lead. He stands in front. He's just like, I'll lead you guys there.
Okay, I'll take
the
a
door
rear.
there.
Alright, and Swish is right next to him.
Huh? Does he look like the same height?
No.
Is he shorter?
No.
Taller than dwarf?
Dwarves are medium sized. They're like 4 foot something.
So Swish is shorter?
Yes.
I really think we should take off the mask.
What a loser.
What mask?
Feel your face.
Kind of like touches his face. He's like, my beautiful face?
Your face was prettier before the mask.
I'm not wearing the mask.
Your gnome face.
Diplomacy? Nope. Every time we roll 13. I don't know what it is. Every time we roll diplomacy.
This guy, I only roll natural 3. He kind of like touches his face and he's just like, right, I was just playing. He's like, but I think holding it would be more beneficial. I'm going to keep it on. Don't worry about it. I got this. I'm going to keep it on.
He's slowly losing his mind.
Slowly.
It's gone. It's gone. It's just gone.
So yeah, does he like go in?
You guys haven't got there yet. It's going to take you at least a couple hours to get there.
Oh, I thought since the door was right there.
No, it's not right there. He's like, I know
No,
where
remember
it's
they
at.
flew up.
And it's close, but those
And
bastards
they left
stopped
us
me.
at the campfire.
It's about 2 hours away.
That's our destination.
So you guys,
Alright, fine.
about 2 hours of travel, you guys start to get to that point where you're starting to like
The butt.
doubt he might know where he's going. Around the 3rd hour, he's like, "Aye, not far now." And then he starts talking, and then all of a sudden, you guys all feel the ledge start giving away.
Oh no. Too many people on the ledge.
It's this very, very narrow path. You guys are walking very slowly.
Is it
The
snowy?
the ledge starts to give away.
Sounds like part of
And he goes, "Everyone, hurry to the far end!" And he starts running, Swish starts running, but the ledge starts giving away. And instead of going straight down, the mountainside that they're walking against falls inward, and they both fall inside of it.
Does those not sound familiar to anyone?
What?
Lord of the Rings.
Okay. Anyways, so they fall into the mountain.
Yes.
Well, we got Gandalf.
Like
Yeah.
where exactly?
Except he's not leading the way.
Like, to the
Gandalf,
left.
lead the way.
So,
We have a dwarf.
but are they like
Well, I
going
mean, we
inside
have,
of like a
like-
hole or something?
Okay,
Or
Yes,
they
there's a
just-
hole. You look
A
down.
Boromir?
They feel way too clicky for them to
Or
respond.
Strider.
You guys look down, and like there's this huge chasm. You don't see anyone at this point.
I feel like Swish would be more fair because he's sharp. Okay, half.
I suppose they're
Is he
just
Strider?
Ranger.
Strider?
Yeah, Aragon.
Hardcore.
Stop comparing to Lord of the Rings.
But we've got a Gimli.
It's not Lord of the Rings. And while you're comparing to Lord of the Rings, 2 of your party members just fell through the mountain.
Which two?
Belgal and Swish.
Oh, okay.
Part of the mountainside that you guys are walking across on the left side, the part where you put your hand on to like kind of steady yourself,
Mhm.
The rock.
it completely crumbled and both of them fell.
Yeah, we just lost Gimli and Samwise. Come on.
Oh, okay. So they were holding onto the side of the mountain, and then like
Sam, no!
the side of the mountain gave way, and they're in a hole.
Yeah, they fell.
Like we totally lost them, so now we don't know where we're going.
You
Because
know what's up
our
ahead.
tour guide is
That's it.
gone.
So, I look in.
It's even through dark vision, like you look down, like it's very far.
Oh, shit. Okay,
I light a torch and drop it down the hole.
It goes for a little while and then it just disappears.
We have to get inside
Holy
to
shit.
find them.
okay,
Well, it was nice knowing them.
is the area we're on currently sturdy enough for me to stab a stake into it?
No, it's like this super narrow pathway. Like
We have to continue.
you guys
on the
are
path.
you guys are tiptoeing across as it is,
Okay.
and like as you take a step, like it seems like it might give way at any moment.
Okay, so we have to rush to the other side.
Run!
Yeah, everybody.
It's not just slide across.
Fly, you fools.
There's no like run check.
Fly, you fool.
That'd be athletics.
Whee!
You guys, everyone just make a strength check.
Okay.
11.
22.
Nat 20!
Oh my god. Both of you guys?
No, just me.
Mm-hmm.
Just calling out.
What'd you get?
13.
Yeah.
22.
So you guys brace yourselves. You feel the ledge about to give away, and you guys just bolt across. Safety be damned. Every single one of you get to cross the ledge, and as you look past you, the ledge completely crumbles in as well. And like more of the mountainside completely crumbles into itself.
I don't think mountains are supposed to do that.
Nope.
So yeah, that was
Evils.
quite odd. But moving on, and I just start walking up the trail.
We
If
need
there
to
is
get
one.
inside this mountain now. before
So
the
you
rest of it
guys
crumbles.
are officially about halfway up the mountain at this point. And as you guys continue forward, the next hour completely uneventful. Yeah, completely uneventful. And you sure enough, you arrive to this kind of clearing where there's plenty of space for you guys to exist. You guys could all set up camp here if you wanted. However, there are these two giant rocks on the right and the left side in the middle of this huge space and this bare mountainside.
Is that the door?
He did say it was between two rocks. I remember it. I remember that.
I cast detect secret doors.
You're the one who saw it.
Sure enough, you cast detect secret doors and these huge blue and kind of like white lines just appear over there. It's in Dwarvish.
Speak friend and
It's not that.
Oh
Damn
my
it.
god, I knew that it was gonna happen.
There's no
Give me some
language.
secret
There's no
Dwarvish.
language on it. It just kind of says home. At the very, it's like almost like a welcome mat. It just says home. But there are these blue lines indicating the secret door exists, and you're the only one who sees it, considering you got the spell.
Raquel! It's here. I tap it and I go, I don't know how to get it open though.
I guess I'll just search the area that he was tapping on.
Good.
Boulder.
Can I just like
And
take 10?
no.
Good. You take 10. You kind of run your hands across the rock, and it's smooth rock.
Yeah, I don't really feel anything. It doesn't feel like
It's outrageous.
anything's here.
It's like a can of tuna.
Are you sure, Seamus? There was something here?
I can't let you see through my magical eyes. With my magical eyes, see there's a door right here. It says home.
Well, do you see a doorknob or anything? Like, is there a way for us to get in? Like,
A
do we have
lock
to do
to
anything?
pick. Did the dwarf say anything about
I
how
cast
to enter?
open.
Doesn't work.
I say
You kind of like cast a spell on it, kind of like you begin to hear the clicking of like how a lock would open, and just kind of like and stops.
I walk
What
up
if we
to the
just fell
door.
down the same hole as Swish on the door?
What do you do?
I walk up to the blank wall and say, "Well, when you want to enter someone's home, it's proper to knock first. And knock on the door."
You knock across the door, and nothing happens.
Okay, well, I tried what I could do.
I look at everybody. This would be really funny if this wasn't actually a place and I was just screwing with you all.
It would not. be funny.
Well, we trust you,
A waste of time.
Waste of time.
which may be a mistake.
Don't trust the wizard.
Okay.
Can't sleep on you.
And someone
Does it
has
feel
to carry
solid?
me.
It
Someone
feels
has to
completely
take my
solid.
body.
You
So
run
you'll
your hands
carry me.
along,
He's fine.
completely solid.
When I knocked, did I hear like maybe a hollow sound behind?
No.
Okay.
It felt just like if you had knocked on a piece of solid rock.
No one answered.
Well, I suppose
This
there's nothing
melon
here,
is not
and I
ripe.
start to move along.
I take the axe I have on me, the sharpened axe,
Okay.
and I try to hit the door with it.
Okay. You do so. It. Nothing happens. It's the same as like accident rock. Just
Okay.
cling. A little bit of dust and like rock kind of chips away, but
Okay.
So we
I'm going
have a
to- I'm
secret
going to-
woven entrance that we do not know how to open. I say we fall down the same hole. Just
Okay. So
go back and fall down the hole.
First round,
Oh,
presence or absence of secret doors. Second round, number of secret doors located each in or outside of line of sight. Blah blah blah. Each additional round, the mechanism or trigger for one particular secret port are closely examined by each round. You can turn to detect secret doors in the area. You can penetrate barriers. Blah 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 blah. Okay, so I won't be able to figure out how to open it.
Say home. Just say home in Dwarven. Say home.
I say home in Dwarvish.
nothing happens.
And I didn't think so. That was stupid.
Say welcome to finish the night. Welcome home.
Nothing happens.
Home is where your forge is.
Nothing happens.
Wait.
I still vote for falling down the hole.
Say friend. Sure.
Yeah, I legit started walking away at this point.
Yeah, you're trying to find a path up currently. Like you see several ways that look like they might lead up, but then like you kind of walk to them, you're like, oh, that's a dead end. That's a drop off, and you start looking up, just kind of like maybe climb, and like you can't see like a place for your feet currently.
I try to like just push it open.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
I try to push the boulders.
Nothing happens.
Can I walk back? And
Well, I will
You can
for
make a
the
strength check if you want. I
Okay.
mean,
I look for something to like manipulate.
Yeah.
Okay,
Can I jump through the hole?
20 for a strength check.
You can certainly jump through the hole.
Alright, I'm gonna start walking back.
No, Alexia.
Okay.
There's no way to open this door without a
Oh,
door. We have no idea how to open
Go.
this.
20.
Stand
Does
here
that do
wasting my
anything?
time with you.
Now you feel it nudge a little bit, but it doesn't move.
Ridiculous.
I mean, these are huge boulders.
Yeah, I know. I just thought maybe, it's Zelda.
Oh, yeah.
I got an 11 to look for like an opening, closing doorknob mechanism somewhere.
Nothing happened.
Find nothing.
If only someone could knock.
You did not. Oh, I
That was,
can't
that
hear
was
this.
out
I'm
of
good.
character.
I know, it's so convenient that the only person who's opened the door is gone now.
Oh, I know. And the only person who, Bart's learned knock. But
I just wanted to get rid of him so I didn't play him anymore.
that makes sense. Alright, I guess I'll follow Alexia. At least let me, put a rope there.
There's no way to attach like a rope or anything. Like,
Well,
no.
what
You're
about
only gonna lure me 100 feet.
to the,
Wait a minute.
there was ground for us to land on.
What was the name of the dwarven fellow?
Bale something.
That's
Bellin?
not.
Bellin?
What was his last name?
Oh God, no. I do not remember.
Firehammer of Thunder.
A fire.
Dad's
I'm
name
just
is
gonna drink
pretty
things.
Yeah,
Let's figure it
His
out.
dad's name is pretty funny. Thorn Firebrush.
Okay, intelligence check to remember. 17.
Belgal Blazehammer.
Belgal Blazehammer.
Just hit it with fire.
And you who speak Dwarvish, you know that Belgal means the shield.
I have a shield.
You don't have a shield.
I do. I bought one. You said I could. You said I found one in the town last session.
I don't remember the.
I do. I subtracted my
I just
money.
watched the episode 2. I'm pretty sure you don't.
I'm 100% sure I asked if there was a shield in the town, and you said yes. I said yes, but the sword told me not to, but I still bought it.
Light your shield on fire and hit the
We'll
door
reference
with it.
that later. You can
Okay.
have a shield for now. But
Okay. If you're right, I'm sorry.
it's okay. Who can tell, really? I mean, it's not like the episodes are on YouTube or anything. No,
You in
no.
the comments, look at the episode.
Yeah, tell us right now. Look up that episode. It was last week's episode.
It's near the end
And
of
then
the session.
comment on Twitch if I'm right or if Sawyer's right.
I'm not even watching.
Seems like an awful lot of work.
Okay, I won't use the shield since we currently don't have.
No,
proof that I
don't
have
do it right now.
Wait. But I put it on my stuff. That's the big question.
Uh-oh, that voice is gone.
I did not put it on my stuff.
Wait, I wonder if we're gonna spend like the next hour figuring this out.
That is exactly
it's okay.
what's gonna happen.
It's okay. I didn't write it down, so let's say I don't have it.
I'll
I'll find those dice eventually.
it's magical. I have no fucking clue.
How close am I to the hole?
You're right by it. I mean, and
Alright,
you
I'm
look
jumping
down
in. I'm jumping in.
without any rope.
Yep. Just jumping in. Going for it. Dive out. All in. Feel deep. All safe right now. Just
So you fly for what seems like 10, 20, 30 minutes. It seems like it takes a long time to get to the bottom.
okay.
Oh god, it's gonna hurt so bad.
30 minutes. Oh.
Terminal velocity.
Yeah. Belgal's dead.
Literally, this Alice in Wonderland is falling for days.
That's a lot of damage.
Well, you guys gotta figure out how to work.
I'm not the idiot that jumped down a chasm.
Fell through a hole and is potentially dead.
She jumped into her bag of holding.
Right.
And then
The
dropped
bag
it.
just lands, boop, and then just like, it hurts.
Unfortunately, there's no air inside the bag of holding. So if you
I
close
can't-
it,
I hold my breath for like 30 minutes. No. To start poking holes.
don't do that.
Alright, one little breath hole just.
So, you fall for what seems forever.
I have all of that.
You jump down expecting that to kind of be like a quick landing.
Yeah.
But it feels like it takes forever for you to land. Until finally you smack into this concrete-like surface.
Cool.
Takes 69 points of damage.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Oh shit!
And your last conscious thought is that you hit water very, very hard, and you're just floating there now.
16.
Dead.
I know dead. I'm just trying to figure out how dead.
We're not.
Go ahead and make a fortitude save.
I'm like beyond dead.
They jumped down a hole.
Like dead.
Go ahead and make a fortitude save.
Yeah, in 3.5, if you take more than 50 points of damage, you have to make a... I think it's like a DC 10.
Mhm.
14.
14? Alright, you're
And
at 0 hit points.
if you go below -10, you die.
You currently have broken bones all over. You are unconscious, and you are floating dead man style in water right now. And that is the status of your character right now.
Cool. Good luck, guys.
And you were there with her, right?
I wasn't gonna
He
jump.
didn't jump in.
So you saw her.
I was gonna try to
Just
stick a
like,
stake into the solid ground.
Yeah, there was no solid ground. And as you were trying to figure that out, she just leaped in, and you saw her fall, and you saw her... You have dark vision, so you saw her fall for 60 feet, and you're just like... And eventually she got smaller and smaller and smaller, and you couldn't see her for a very long time.
She's dead.
And it's been about 5 minutes now, and you still have not heard any kind of sound indicating she hit the ground yet.
Alexia!
And
I shout.
It echoes like throughout the whole thing.
Oh shit. I go back to Seamus.
What?
Do you need any spells to protect us from harsh landing?
Featherfall, of course!
How long does it last? I'm gonna need a jump. We have to save our companions.
Until landing, actually.
Perfect. Can you cast it on others?
Yes, I did. See, myself and let's see, 5 additional people.
And you didn't bring this up before. But my character doesn't say that. Perfect. Please cast it on me.
Why? What are you going to do?
We'll save our friends.
What do you mean?
Well, Alexia jumps.
What?
What do you mean she jumped, Sawyer?
I mean, she jumped from the ledge into darkness, and I didn't hear her land.
I look over the edge. I cast light on like a crumpled ball of snow. Cast light on it and throw it down and go. And watch it just disappear. I'm like, I don't think there's much to save.
If there's a chance, we have to do it. The dwarf, Belgal, and our friend Swish jumped as well.
They fell.
They fell, yeah.
Yeah. The ledge gave away and they kind of fell forward, or fell into the mountain.
So if there's anything left to save, I need to go down there and do it. You don't have to follow.
I go, now, I say, I scoot closer to the edge. Come here. Where exactly did she fall? I'm going, as you do that, I'm just going to like nudge you with my staff like over the edge and then cast the spell. You go, right there! And then slowly just go, fucking asshole.
I yell up, thank you!
I go,
next time a warning!
I go, in approximately 3 hours I'll throw a scroll down with fly.
Alright, and again, you fall for what feels like forever. Like, it's a huge...
Are you wearing armor?
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's water.
Oh, well, it's mithril, so I take less penalties.
So you fall... It feels like a long time, but you fall for about 10 minutes. And you're floating, that's why it takes so long. You're falling, like, this is really slow. And eventually you fall, and it takes a very long time, but eventually you land. And the first thing your feet touch is this kind of like liquidy surface, and then you're like, oh no, and you push into water.
Okay.
Go ahead and make a swim check for me.
Perfect.
It's medium because it's mithril, so you're fine. Just make a swim check.
Okay, it's not going to be bad. I have a good strength score, and I don't believe I took swim. It's still one of my class skills.
I did.
Great, you're dead.
I I
did
know.
not think swim.
I'm unconscious, just floating.
Anything that gives you
Yeah,
a
you
plus
passed.
But I
to
can
You
swim
passed.
if I
You're
wanted
not
to.
dead. You're fine. He made your death saving throw.
Okay. So that would be 16.
16.
Yeah.
Make me 2 more.
Okay. Oh, that's
higher
better.
than
21.
16.
Okay. You're in this enormous lake. You start swimming. And you're like, where the fuck is the end? And you're still swimming.
Okay, and that's another 16.
16? Yeah, so you do manage to find solid land eventually. And, like, it's dark, but you have dark vision, so you're better off than most people. But it's pitch black in this cave. And, like, because your eyes kind of adjust and you see that black and white feature as opposed to actually in color, you're like, oh, it's really dark in here. But eventually you make it to, like, dry land.
Did I see any of them?
You saw nothing on
Okay.
your way across.
I unsheath my sword and light it.
Okay, yeah. Whoosh, it blazes up and cuts through the darkness. Go ahead and make a spot check.
Oh, that's great. Okay, 20.
Okay, so you see face down the water, about 100 feet out, Alexia in the water. Just face down.
Okay, I'm on solid ground.
Yeah, you're on solid ground, but she's in the water.
Okay, I stab a stake into the ground and
Okay.
attach the rope, which would still be tied.
Make a strength check to get into the... It's like solid granite,
Okay.
so... Go ahead and make it with disadvantage. Just
Okay.
because it's solid granite.
That would be a 12.
12.
Yeah, so 12. I rolled 19 on my second roll. Yay.
12. So you... It does go like halfway in, but as you kind of like test it, it's very loose. So it's like if
Okay.
you wiggle it and you're like, this is kind of loose, but it might hold.
I'm going to use the handle of the axe to drive it in deeper.
Okay, go ahead and make that strength check.
Disadvantage this
No,
time?
just normal.
Okay.
It's already halfway in.
Oh, that's another 19, so 24.
Yeah, this time you just take the action, ting, 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 and you test it. It's
Okay.
solid in there.
And I'm going to attach the rope.
Okay.
And I'm going to, this time I'm going to tie it around my waist.
Okay.
Or attempt to tie it around my waist.
Make a solid hand.
Okay, that's not bad. I don't have sleight of hand as class skill, so 14.
That's enough to make a very loose knot. Like you can feel the rope kind of like loose around you, but you'll think it'll hold.
Okay. And I'm gonna quickly take off my armor.
Okay. So it's gonna take 10 minutes regardless.
Okay, so then I can't take off my armor. I gotta get in there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So you swim around.
She's dead, man. Is she floating on her back?
She's on like
Face
face down.
Face out. Yeah, I gotta get in the water.
Okay.
I'm dead.
And
Okay.
between your dark vision, like the sword illuminating like a large amount of it, like it kind of like what you see with the sword, and then dark vision stretches out, and like you see at the very edge of your vision, like that looks like Alexia.
Okay, I'm gonna have to drop the sword
Okay.
on the ground next. I'm gonna have to drop the sword on the ground next to my thing because I can't carry it in the water,
Okay.
and I don't want to lose it in the lake.
Okay.
Okay, so
Go ahead and make me 3 swim checks. 6
Yay.
swim checks actually, because you have
6.
to swim there and get back.
Oh.
And then when you get to Alexia, it's disadvantage because you're carrying a person.
yeah.
So the first 3 normal.
Okay, and that's why I did.
They're swim checks, like not strength checks. I'm sorry, it's swim check.
yeah.
It'd normally be athletics in 5th edition, but
So 14.
okay.
And I do have the rope attached to me so that when I do get her, if I cannot for some reason swim back, I can use my strength to pull myself forward.
Yeah, so that first swim check, like you kind of you get a really good like head start, like you dive into the water, but then like your armor is like kind of weighing you down when you expect it, and you kind of splutter for a little bit, but you use the rope like pull yourself back up, so you're gonna make that one's a failure.
Okay. Oh, that's a 19 plus 5, so
That one passes.
yeah, 24. Okay, and that's gonna be a 13.
Okay, so again, like you falter, you get back up, you get a few feet out, or like 10, 20 feet out, you swim there, and then you heard the sputter again, your armor's kind of weighing down more, and you thought again, it's gonna make me get another one.
That's gonna be a 9. Yeah.
9 total?
Yeah.
You're starting to sink now.
Okay.
But you have the rope on you, so you're not gonna drown. So you pull yourself back up, and you kind of take a breath, go ahead and make another one.
Natural 20.
Alright, so that when you get like 40 feet out, you're just like, I gotta do this, and you push yourself forward. Gotta make me one more.
Come on, baby, get some good. That would be a 7.
A 7? Yeah, so that one you successfully make it, and you whoosh, like a torpedo, push through the water, but then you realize you use a lot of strength to do that, and you kind of start to falter in the water again.
Okay.
Gotta make another swim check.
Oh, you found my dice. Thank
Yeah. It's a good thing you tied that rope around you, honestly. Go ahead and make another swim check.
you. Okay. That would be a 14.
14?
Yeah.
It's like that controlled kind of drown where you're just kind of like splashing in the water trying to get forward, but you're not getting very far.
Okay. Another one? 10. That's not gonna do much.
You're still
for me.
splashing. You're keeping above the water, but you're splashing.
How close am I to her?
You're one successful swim check away.
Oh god.
So about 30 feet away.
Oh, okay,
there
there we
you
go. 23.
Yeah, you close your eyes and push forward as much as you can, and finally you feel her. You know you're there, and you kind of wrap your arms around her, and now you got to get back to the shore. So these are 3 swim checks with disadvantage in each of them.
I'm gonna use the rope to pull myself back. So I've got the one arm around her, and I'm gonna be using my feet to kick while I'm pulling with the rope, so I don't.
So I'm gonna say go ahead and do instead of swim checks, do strength checks, but not disadvantage.
Okay, so 16.
That'll pass.
That would be a 14.
You and her both kind of sink under, but you pull yourselves back up.
Okay. I also before I grabbed her, I flipped her over.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
So I
So-
can breathe.
She's unconscious regardless.
Okay. 16
Okay, that one you pull yourself back towards the shore.
and 19.
19. All right, so you guys successfully
Yay!
land on the shore, and you take a moment to examine her. She's covered in her own blood. You kind of take a quick moment to examine her, and you can tell that most of her bones are broken.
But she breathing.
She is very, very, very faintly breathing.
Okay. I have a potion.
Okay.
Force it down her throat.
All right, you do so. So you kind of force this potion down her throat, and you hear the sickening sound of bones reconstructing and cracking
gross.
and connecting again. And it's a disgusting sound. But her breathing becomes more and more regular.
Okay.
And you are at 1 hit point, and you're unconscious for the next 8 hours still. You also have 2 points of exhaustion.
I don't know what that means.
Just write down you have 2 points of exhaustion. So you're going to take negatives to checks and take negatives to attacks, I think.
Okay, so negative.
Until you get 2 full night's
check-
rest.
What?
You have 2 points of exhaustion.
Yeah.
So you have disadvantage on all of the checks you make and disadvantage on all attacks you make.
So -2 to checks and -2 to attacks.
No, you're disadvantaged.
Just disadvantage. Okay.
Yes, on both.
To checks and attacks.
Checks and attacks, yeah.
So there's saving. What's it?
Saving throws is a check. So everything you have right now is disadvantage.
Oh.
Okay. So in order to let them know that I'm currently alive, how far do you think I fell?
You fell a total of 600 feet.
Okay, no, I can't do that. I couldn't even fire an arrow that high up.
Yes.
So
in 3 hours, you'll have a scroll of fly.
Just
in
so,
the water.
just so you know, 69 damage was rolling very low for how much damage you're supposed to take. If I rolled over 100, you'd splatter, you'd be dead. There'd be no Alexia anymore. You would have hit the water and exploded in the chunks.
Oh. Fun. So,
Yay for 69.
You narrowly avoided death just now.
now that she is not drowning, I look around and see if there's anything I can find.
You don't see anything spectacular because
Where the hell did the other guys go?
this is a huge cavern. You kind of look up and it's complete pitch darkness. You look on the ground, you are on solid ground, but it's rocks. It's like granite and stone. You look out, you don't see anything at all. You were just in this big, huge black space, and you don't see anything around you.
So just ground?
Yeah,
Black and white?
yeah.
Okay, I have no idea what I'm going to do. What are they doing?
Yeah, what are you guys
Because he
doing?
can cast that on multiple people. They could
Back
also
to you
take
guys,
that.
yeah. What are you going to do? It's been about 20 minutes now. Sawyer has not done anything. You have not seen any sign of him. You have not heard anything. You have not seen anything.
In my head, I'm like, that's a deep hole, and he's probably gonna go scoop up a dead body. I don't even know if he's gonna come out. I told him in 3 hours I'm gonna send a scroll down. So I'm gonna try to figure this door out in the meantime.
Okay. What are you going to do, Mikhail?
It's confirmed. I bought the shield.
Is it?
Yeah.
Did someone comment that?
And
If it's Matt, doesn't count.
he went back and looked at the video.
Doesn't count. He's your friend.
Gonna hang out with
Let's
Seamus
go.
because two crazy people just jumped in a fucking hole.
You're right.
Hey, I was less crazy.
And I thought I was losing my mind.
Yeah, most of my first rolls were natural 1 for your damage, and then the second rolls were like 2s and 3s. But I did get a couple like max rolls, and I was like, "Ooh, there it is."
I'm going to cast
There
Burning
it is.
Hands on the door.
Okay, you do so. Or do you do it final flash style like I do, where you just like
I'm
this?
not a faggot.
Oh. Well, you just imagine everything.
Just like me.
But you cast Burning Hands on it, the door kind of like the stone gets kind of like a little bit like red hot, but it disappears after a while, and then nothing happens.
Whoop, there it is.
I just kind of like so impatient now that I'm just like, fucking open to the door.
Nothing happens.
Well, I get
Try
it.
to find you. Out of character, have you even made a search check to find a mechanism?
I did. I didn't find anything. I did all I could, dude.
Say that did all I could, dude wizard. Bro.
Have you guys been smoking pot?
I light up some
Purple dragon bar.
nah. Each time it's a new one.
Oh, okay.
This is Spellslinger Electric.
Oh my god.
Wait for the halfling kush.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
We'll come up with a cool name for that.
That was the cool name.
It's all halfling herb.
Let's see, furry foot,
That's where it ends for.
furry foot toe jam.
Gross.
It's like a
What
dab.
do you two want to do?
Knock on the door. Kick at it. Throw a snowball at it.
You do all these things and nothing happens.
Seamus, what exactly did you see when you looked at the door earlier?
It said home in Dwarvish on it.
Home? Ask it to open or something in Dwarven, or just speak to it in Dwarven.
Oh, open!
Dwarf.
Yeah, I dwarf at it every way I know how.
Nothing happens.
There's a key under the rock.
Okay, well, you know this means.
Oh my god.
Shield.
I lift up rocks looking for keys like on an at-home mat. Like these are the backup keys and the doors hold.
You just find snow and rocks.
Damn it.
It would have been awesome if that was the keys. It's kind of like a little mat and you just lift it up. Oh shit, there's the spare key.
It was there the whole time. Holy shit.
Home.
My problem is still a lot more simple than you think.
The solution's just a joke.
Tried knocking. Anybody home?
Nothing happens.
Shield, blaze, hammer. Come on.
I don't think it's that complicated.
Come on.
I don't think that's the way to get it open.
Come on. Use one of those things. You already did fire. Didn't work. Use a hammer or a shield.
I ain't got either of those things.
Just make something poof.
You jumped off the cliff like a moron.
I tossed my baggage on the ground.
Well, I guess technically I pushed you.
That's true.
Yeah. Who's the moron
At
now?
least you didn't free fall. You're the moron. You free fall.
You knew it was deep.
She knew what she was
He
doing.
is nice that he
Yeah.
didn't kill you.
The dice were nice and didn't kill her. I rolled very, very low for damage.
Yay. That
Had you
means it
taken
was
more damage, you would have
destiny.
spluttered against the water. You would officially be dead.
Destiny.
There would be no more Alexia.
Well, time for a new character, guys.
Suppose I just like
Alexia.
to
2 points.
pretty much spend the rest of the day just very slowly searching the wall.
You can take 100 if you want. You find nothing.
You can take 100.
100
Nice.
days. Find nothing.
Do you spend the rest of the day doing that?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, you spend the rest of the day just examining every inch of this area.
All right. After what I think is probably 3 hours, I did pop open a bottle, put a scroll of fly in there, cork it, and cast light on it, and drop it down. And after a while, Sawyer just sees this light thing. Go,
Yeah, you do. You see this, like, suddenly a shining light come from the darkness, and it lands in the water and shatters. But you do see, like, bits of fragments of light in the water.
The light shattered.
Yeah, we cast on the bottle, right?
scroll.
On the scroll? Okay, so you see, like, a bright light in the water.
Okay. So I proceed to put my bedroll on her because she's sopping wet.
And bloody and...
Yeah.
You're like taking my clothes off or
No.
leaving them on.
Leaving them.
Why does that matter? You're.
I mean, I'm still wearing my winter wear. Like, I have like a heavy ass jacket on. Like, winter stuff is gonna be soaked through.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. I do take at least the jacket and the heavier clothes off, and then put the blanket on.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go into the water and grab whatever
Make
the
it
fuck
through a
that is.
successful swim check.
Okay. During this time, I've taken my armor off.
Alright, so they're still normal. 'Cause the rope cancels out disadvantage, so it's going to be the same thing regardless.
Oh, okay. Then I guess I don't need it. But my clothes and armor are soaked. I'm in my bare likeness.
Are you naked?
No, I'm wearing
Naked.
bottom clothes. I'm not a heathen.
Oh, okay. Gotta make it through successful swim checks.
Oh god.
6, technically.
Ugh. I should just fish for this. Okay, 17 plus 5, 22.
That'll make it.
18
That'll make it.
and 10.
That will not. You splutter at the last second. Like, I'm doing so well.
Okay. 8.
You just continue to go deeper down.
There we go.
Yay.
24.
Okay, because the rope is attached to you, you pull yourself back up and you manage to push yourself to the last second. You grab this glowing wet scroll at this point, it's sopping wet, but you can tell it's a magical scroll.
Okay. I'm gonna go back to where she is.
3 successful checks.
Okay. And I can't cast arcane spells, so I know what's on the scroll. Nat 20.
Ooh, look at that, not 20.
Well, when I'm rolling this many checks, it's bound to happen eventually.
As well as that.
Surprised
I
you
know.
didn't take a shot.
23.
I'll make it.
And 12.
Well, that one you kind of like sputter into the ground and you start to sink again. Go ahead.
Okay. That would be a 23.
Alright, so you finally, after Muscat, it's about 10 minutes of swimming. I'm going to give you a point of exhaustion because you swam so much today.
Okay.
Like, you've done so much, like, athleticism. So you have a point of exhaustion. So just all your saves right now are at disadvantage. Or all your checks currently at disadvantage.
Okay.
Yeah, but you collapse onto the ground. You have a sopping wet scroll in your hand.
Okay. I'm gonna.
And you have the arcane proficiency to read it because you're Duskblade, so...
I'm gonna open up the scroll.
I look at Mikhail at this point. Well, I've been alive this long, and it's because I don't do stupid shit like that.
But so I still haven't found the
Yeah.
other two at all.
No.
Okay.
Did you search at all? Did you, like...
Oh, I mean, I'm sure I walked around a little bit while they were searching all day for stuff.
Yeah,
It was 3 hours.
I mean, even if, like I said, you don't see them at all, like... But, so, you're smart enough to realize that where you're at right now is enormous. So you see, you were lucky to find Alexia.
Yeah.
Where the others landed, who knows?
Okay. So I'm going to gather all my supplies and her supplies
Okay.
and put them in her bag of holding.
Okay.
And then I'm going to grab onto her and read the magic words aloud.
Yeah, so you begin reading the scroll, and it kind of illuminates the darkness.
You gotta read exactly what I tell you to, because
Okay.
this is what I wrote down.
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Is it
would
not
you write
a
down?
scroll of flight?
In what languages do you speak?
Celestial, Elven, Common, and Infernal.
Ooh, in Elven, it reads, "Don't do stupid shit, moron. Don't jump down a hole. For the love of God, save me, wizard."
Okay. I read in Elven. Don't do stupid shit, moron. Don't jump down a goddamn hole. What's the rest?
Save me, wizard.
Oh, save me, wizard.
Yeah, and so the letters kind of like come to life and glow blue, and they kind of like float off the page, illuminate the area, and this literal whoosh bursts into flames and lights up the darkness a little bit. But you feel yourself floating above the air suddenly.
Okay, I'm going to Superman fly with her under my arm.
Okay, and yeah, it takes your entire 5 minutes of flight
Okay.
to get up to the hole, but you do manage to come back up to the mountainside, and just as you feel the spell kind of start to falter and fail, you manage to fly out and onto the path that's solid, and you just collapse with her.
Thank you, Seamus. Also, fuck you. I'm exhausted. I don't have time for this shit.
You guys hear a loud thud down below the mountain path.
Oh, go. That would be them. Hey, I look at. I go. Is she alive?
Barely.
Oh, then put her back in.
All her bones were broken.
Let's try this one more time.
Yeah,
Fishing!
finish the job. Start stabbing her back in.
Your spell got us out of there, but there's a large cavern down below.
I don't think it's the way in. This is the way in. We're just too ignorant to figure it out. Where's the dwarf?
I could not find him.
That is what you were supposed to go, not bring back a corpse.
If you'll see, she's alive, and
Yeah.
I searched for her.
Barely.
I didn't see him.
I go, no, she's not. Like,
It'd be best to end her misery.
Do you really?
I don't hit.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's a free hit. It's a free hit because she's unconscious.
You actually made the attempt.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, she's not. Look.
I stepped in between them, and
So you're not wearing your armor currently?
no. So
Okay,
he is.
so what do
I
you,
rolled a 9, so.
so what do you guys do after
Oh
that?
well, you wouldn't hit my AC, no.
Yeah.
Okay, so after taking the blow for the
What do you do after that?
I'm gonna ask what they've tried with the door.
Do you walk up to it?
Yeah.
Okay, so as you walk up to it, you completely unarmored. You actually see the lights that Seamus claimed to see before. It kind of like illuminates in front of you.
Home. We were in battle gear. And I go to open the door.
You put your hand on it, and your hand kind of phases through it.
Oh, we must appear unarmed.
What the fuck?
Okay. So,
Everybody get naked.
so I'm gonna carry her into there. She's also not wearing her equipment.
She's wearing her equipment under her snowy gear.
Yeah.
Oh no! Okay.
You have
So
to, like,
I would take her equipment off too.
Alright, so you kind of strip her down
Put
to
it in
like
the bag of
her
holding.
undergarments and put the winter clothes back on her.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna not the winter clothes. Does she have an air clothes on her bag holding?
She has like normal clothes, but
Okay.
That
I put
dress
dry-
I wore once upon a time.
Yeah, I put that dress on her because it's warm and not wet, and then I proceed to pick her up on my shoulder and go through the door.
Okay, yeah, you
Put
guys.
everything
You
in
watch
the
as
bag of
Sawyer
Yeah.
walks forward, just kind of whoosh through the rock.
We know what to do.
Figured it out. I
Probably somewhere over here still just...
Damn it.
Oh,
Unaware
this
of
side of the
what's going
mountain
on.
seems to be nubbed.
I put all my weapons and otherwise in my backpack and then try to walk through.
Okay. And you wearing a robe, that's good enough. So you kind of like, you do just pass through it.
Garbage.
Hey, Cal, this way.
I try to walk through the wall.
Are you unarmored and
No, because no one said anything to me.
Yeah, so you try to walk through it and just slam into it.
I poke out. You gotta put it in the backpack. Your weapons and your armor.
What? Okay.
Possibly clothing, I say, almost naked.
And walk
Guess
back
I
through.
unequip. Put
Yeah,
my shit
it's
away.
cold. Like, as you get naked, like, you take off your jacket and you're like,
I'm full on
and
naked.
you're just like, oh my god, that's cold. And you kind of like slowly unclip your leather armor and you're like, oh god, it's freezing out here. And you take it off and you kind of put your weapons away and stash them and you put the jacket back on. You're like, it's still cold. I don't like this.
Now I attempt to walk in.
You pass through the door.
Is it warmer in here?
Yes, immediately as you guys walk through, outside was like below 0. It was freezing. But as soon as you walk in, it's kind of mildly temperature. It's about 70 degrees in here. You're like, wow, suddenly it's not so hot.
I unshrink.
Yeah, knowing what's in here,
Turtle.
I'm gonna put my equipment back on.
Yeah, so you take the next 10 minutes to do so. Anyone else?
Same.
Can you dress me, please?
I
You're
take
dressed.
my stick.
I don't want to wear a dress.
Okay.
Well, your clothes are cold or
I just
wet.
only put the pink shirt back on.
Then hang them up around a fire when you get one going.
But
I'm
not
getting
wearing my
orders
winter
from
coat
someone who's
anymore, I'm just
asleep.
wearing my normal
Yeah,
shirt.
you are passed out and exhausted.
Out of character.
You will be asleep.
Take my shit up.
You will be asleep for the next whole day.
Son, you gotta carry me around.
So what you guys see before you is, well, everyone with dark vision anyways, what you see before you is this, for the next 60 feet, this enormous cavern. There are these stone buildings and stone structures that are kind of disheveled and destroyed. Some of them standing very tall, some of them broken into and shattered and destroyed. But you have found your way into this massive underground city. And that's where we're going to stop for the night.
Oh, dang. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, so thanks everyone for watching. Follow this channel, it's actually really important. So our other channel was affiliated. This one just needs followers to be affiliated now. So everyone who watched before, just watch here, follow. We'll tell you every time we're live every week if we do another kind of thing. Whether it be like Drunk Souls, playing some kind of game, just win a game together, just streaming, whatever. It'll tell you when we're live so you can just watch us and do us whatever you want to do. And yeah, if you wanna wonder how everyone got to this point, you can watch our stuff on the past episodes. This is just Game Drunks on YouTube. Facebook page, Game Drunks OFC, and of course here, you can watch this on our archive as well. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching, and we'll be back possibly Tuesday with Drunk Souls, but if not, Saturday with more of this. So, thanks. See you guys later.